has it arranged around like a little D&D bullshittery
Oh, like the
symbol.
YouTube.
Yeah. Welcome stream.
Yeah, do you
Got
remember
it.
what like the picture that sat next to Cole when he turned the computer off like 3 or 4 times in a row? That one time?
Oh my
'Cause he doesn't know how
Um,
computers work.
Wait, did the stream start? 'Cause I'm on Twitch, I'm
yeah,
not seeing it.
the stream has started.
I don't know
Oh.
what a computer is.
It sorry.
Recap.
Oh, there we go.
Recap.
Oh.
I wrote like 3 pages. Okay.
I didn't write a ton either, so this is gonna
Oh, okay.
suck.
Well,
Lovely.
yeah, I guess we just. Oh yeah, we finished watching our VHS, and we were like, well, somewhat surprised. Some people were shocked, some people weren't shocked. Oh my god, hey, we have Cowboy Aaron and King of Chill Mountain right now, so that's pretty
Oh my
cool.
god, hey.
But yeah, we watched the VHS about our coworker describing how he was killed, why, and we're like, we need to know more. We give this VHS to Alvin for safekeeping instead of destroying it. So let's see if that bites us in the ass later. But also, if there's a need for population control from the calamities, why stop people from learning about the mist to potentially solve our mist issue? So that's kind of one of our biggest questions. We also talk about like the interrogations and interviews we had, and like everyone is like, hey, we have questions like posed to us that weren't case related, so potentially they're building files on all of us.
Mhm.
But yeah, so our general plan is to just keep an eye out for anything, like if the Inquisitor is watching us, like what, just try to snoop, look around for things, but try not to get caught. Someone normal style broke into Waylon's apartment, and that's how the tape got there. It was a normal break-in on magical one.
Yeah, we were really scared about that.
But yeah, there's no cameras directly pointing at Waylon's window, unfortunately. Lilith, in a weird turn of events, their goddess was kind of quiet since that video played, and was murmuring to herself, kind of incoherent, but like picks up her saying their greatest mistake, like kind of like a little revelation of her own. And Lilith's like, hey, expand on that. And she's like, no, I'll expand on that if you give me
No.
followers. And Lilith's like, well, how many? She's like, well, as many as I feel is enough. So if you want to know how your coworker died and what killed him,
She's kind of right for that though. I stand with Edite. If my employee acted like this, I'd be fed up too.
Okay, well,
but yeah, Lilith also, Edite was like, we get a little bit of insight that Lilith went to Edite with like dreams of helping people and got him out of the abyss, and he hasn't really delivered on anything he's promised. And
Manage your behavior.
so then Lilith's like, all right, let me ask these ladies I just fucked about joining my religion.
Yeah, that'll go well.
And it did
Oh,
not go
no.
well, shockingly enough.
Yeah, most people don't like it when you try and sell God to them after you guys just fucked nasty.
Yeah.
The way I do it, they'd like it.
well, I was really hoping that it was like a religious experience for them
Right.
and that
The
they
dick ain't that
felt
good. The dick is not that
open,
good.
that they felt open to receiving the blood of Christ because they got dicked down so good, you know?
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if any of our followers, listeners are religious.
That's okay.
This is D&D religion.
We also get
That's true.
Alwyn having some fucky wucky sleep time. Maybe he has sleep apnea, but he fails his con save, and just gets a bunch of repeated cut off words that I unfortunately could not write down, and Cole refused to type out to me. Because he hates me.
He's evil, DM.
He's evil.
Yeah.
Um, but there's like a darkness settling over his mind, and he snaps awake and he's out of bed walking towards this door with his hand stretched out. So that's a little fucked up.
Mhm.
Curious about that. But then Lilith is also like, hey, next day Lilith is like, hey Fen, would you like to follow my goddess? And Fen's like, I'm good. I worship Timora already. And also, please stop talking to me about this or I will report you to HR. So that also doesn't go
Trying to
well.
fuck me.
Ren gets Natalia to a little frost sprite to help set up a network of plants and animals to keep an eye on things. So, a druidic spy network that's going to take about 3 to 4 months to fully come to fruition. But we got people, and by people, I mean plants and animals. Alwyn meets with Bennett Harlow at his apartment, brings him some coffee, and lets him look at his arm, where it does, it does not seem safe to fully talk about things at the apartment. So, but Harlow compares his arm crystal to a piece of a calamity, and there's a lot of genetic similarities. Alwyn's such a little liar. First of all, I
Oh,
think he has been lying about most things. Anyway, but the justices also have never asked Bennett Harlow to research a calamity. So, I mean, not really a shocker based on what we just found out, but what the fuck? They do go to a park to talk, like, also in private, and he says, a friend of truth is a friend of mine. So, a little code phrase there. Waylon visits his Aunt Adelinda, and is like, I'm concerned about you guys meeting in private to talk about a coup. It's like this just seems like a bad idea. Like you guys are all gonna get
There's
killed.
no way we will get out on if the family did this, it wouldn't work.
But
And he's
Adelina
like,
says,
hey, yeah, go for it.
Adeline is like, well, to be fair, it's hard to keep your morals when you're being like hunted, and to work with a system that hurts you. But then he's like, hey, what if it's just one guy? Because Soren Calvitz is like doing this shit and like signing you guys up for the most dangerous stuff. He's starting rumors. He's doing this stuff. Found out that so it was Soren Calvin beat his grandfather out for the seat, or that in the past, Mr. Marich had won the justice seat and then passed, and then Soren got it. How was it?
it was the second
Oh.
one. wasn't it?
Oh, so
I was gonna see if you wanted to answer that. No.
Because
It
I
was.
thought in the document it says that they were just in an election together, and that Kamar Marich, Waylon's grandfather, was the opponent. And I never stated if he won or not. It's just he was the opponent.
Oh yeah. No. Him and Soren faced off for the justice seat, and Soren won by like a
okay,
very
so it was
small
a
margin.
very barely one. So
It was
maybe
very close.
there's a little, he's got a little bit out for your family there. But then Adelina says, so what? Like, it's really at the end of the day not just this guy, because he proposes the legislation, but it is unanimously voted for by all other justices. These justices have unlimited power, and just kind of do whatever. And then, but Waylon's like, does this make us like the same as them? And Adelina says that if he wants to be heard by the family, he needs to come to a meeting. Like, he can't just go tiptoeing around to every person. He needs to go to a meeting. But then also Lilith convenes the party together to try to convert them, but also is like, hey, here's what my goddess said. I need more followers. And so we try to make a little plan for Lilith. And I think Ren is realizing she's not the worst at talking to people in the party. So now it's session 6.
Hmm. Uh, you all finally make it through a work week. It was a very horrific one, I guess you could say. But you finally reach that first weekend. You all planned to meet Ren for dinner, but before that, uh, and I will say for downtime, because I do have a lot of stuff that's going on. I think just to make it easier on us and the viewers, I'm going to do it in chronological order, just to get a good like story progression going.
That makes sense.
Um, and then if there's anything at the end that people want to jump in, if I missed anything, then we can kind of like jump around. But uh, Ren, you wanted to meet with your sister first.
Ren had promised to take her sister to the enchanted little forest area to see the
Mhm.
sprites. So I think probably Friday night or early that morning she made sure she got stuff for dinner, but she would and her sister pack up and go on a little hike out to this beautiful wooded area that is always untouched, um, and where a lot of kind of fae and woodland creatures live. Um, let me. I need to write my little note.
It's necessary. It's necessary.
Sorry.
Mhm.
So I think she will kind of take her in. They have maybe a little picnic, where she will sit down with her sister, and it's summertime, so there's a bunch of like pixies and sprites of this kind of season flowers, and they emerging from flowers probably, and
Mhm.
flying around and sometimes trying to see what they're doing. But eventually I think Ren will pull out a that spell book that she got from Alwyn. And
Mhm.
also, can I ask what just like a basic like component pouch would cost, like for like shit like um cantrips and first level spells? Like,
There's
I
like
think
a
a lot of
price.
those. I think a lot of those like basic pouches for things cost like 25 gold
25
usually. I
gold? Okay. Then,
think so.
okay. Maybe not. Then,
Well, wait. I guess no. But we could look this up quick.
basic spell
25
ingredient.
gold piece, weight 2 pounds.
Okay. So then she probably doesn't have that yet, but I'm sure her
Mm.
sister could probably find a spell focus or something. Like
Mhm.
she did. She doesn't know how similar it is to druidic magic. Um, but she will pull out this spell book and say, "So I know you've taken maybe a little bit of an interest in magic.
Yeah.
My coworker is a wizard, and he had an extra beginner spell book. So no practicing in the house. You have to go
What if
outside.
mom's not around?
No spells in the house.
Hey.
You might break something, and then I have to fix it."
She takes it like like a child who takes like an action figure where probably a little bit too roughly and is like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool!" And it's like flipping through the pages, looking at the spells. Firebolt?
Well, wait, maybe start with the mage hand first before you get to fire.
But like,
You're
there,
very
there's
smart, so I know you could get there fast.
but there's like a frost blast thing that I can do if I catch something on fire.
Yes, Ray of Frost is, of course, am aware of a lot of those good frost spells, but Oh boy. She's like thinking about her poor backyard. I just think it's about time that you can start learning some of this. And I think you're responsible enough to do it, and you can go places. You're very smart.
I'm gonna roll an insight check with disadvantage because she is a child, so she doesn't default to looking at people's inner emotions. But I do think she notices a little bit of weight behind those words. Um. Oh shit. Even with disadvantage, it's a 14. Um.
Um,
What do you think she would see in you from what you're saying right now? If like you can go places, I think that stood out to her.
I think Ren probably feels a lot of pride in her sister in this moment. That's probably the main thing that is shown on her face. Um, I don't know how much she would totally see of this, but she's like, there's a lot Ren is willing to give up for her sister. Um, but she knows that that Dove is very smart and capable, and I think she sees someone who just has such brightness in how she tackles life, and she wants to curate that and protect it, like she has been trying to protect since Dove has been born.
I think
And maybe a
she
little sadness that she hasn't been able to protect it quite how she wanted to.
I think she closes the book uh very gently now. And like sets the book down. Thank you, Ren. I think she just gives you a hug. Um
She like wraps her arms around her and just like smiling and is like, she knows she's not going to be this cute for this much longer. um, Teenage years are coming up.
yeah, and you just gave her a spell book.
And I just give her a spell book. Oh my god, a mage hand is gonna be slamming the door shut. Um, but she also will say, also, I think you're old enough that and in the profession I'm in, I need to have this conversation with you. I'm in a very dangerous line of work. I'm surrounded by a lot of dangerous people. And you know I will do anything to make it home, right?
Yeah.
If I don't, this is where I'd like to rest. And I think they're sitting right beneath this large oak tree. Um, and she will say, uh, let me take a look. I named this tree. This is Raywin. He's been around for a long time. Has protected me before I could even speak to him. I'd like to be here. That's all right.
Okay. But
But that's not going to happen. Okay?
but if your job is dangerous, then why don't you just come back home?
Well, pay's good. And, there's a lot of people that need to be protected. Lots of bright young kids like you around the different districts.
He's in here. Why would you bring that here?
Okay,
Uh,
I think I understand.
Now, tonight, I do have a work dinner at the Drunken Dryad, so stay home. Make sure you're caught up with your homework. and of course start looking into those spells. But don't burn down the forest.
I'll practice in the backyard.
Thank you. And I think she spends a little bit of just like teaching her younger sister about these woods that are very dear to her, watching her read through this spell book, and they have a nice little just outing together before she's like, I gotta go start cooking for these books.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
What?
two hang
Aaron?
out.
What was the name of okay, first of all, it was a tree that you wanted to be buried beneath?
Not buried. Literally just I'll write it in there.
Thank you.
Raywin.
Raywin.
No, literally just set there.
Just set her
So-
body there.
Just set her body there. Let nature do its course.
Oh.
Goddamn.
She's a druid, man. What do you want?
But it is a
Uh,
tree?
Yeah.
Oak tree.
Okay.
So, you all, assuming everyone goes, looking at Lilith, question mark.
Lilith said they would be there. Thank you very much.
You all make your way to the Drunken Dryad, and as this is the first time the whole group is in the agriculture district, let me give a little bit of a background to it.
Lumber
Or sorry,
district.
lumber district, lumber district. The lumber district is where all of the it's in the name, all of the wood in Arcadia is harvested. The lumber district is primarily made up of one gigantic forest. It's split into 5 sections. 4 of those sections are harvested for materials. Um, Generally, there's a lot of like not the non-druids that live here that harvest a section over the course of a year, and then multiple like roving clans and circles of druids over the next 3 years until that section is up for harvesting again. Move in and support the growth of the forest and rebuild everything over the course of 3 years. And it creates just a cycle of harvesting and rebirth that is fully um, cyclical, green. What's the word I'm looking for?
Self-sustaining?
Self-sustaining. There we go. Fully self-sustaining. That 5th section is far off in the back of the district. A like long rectangular section of forest by the back wall of Arcadia is in a very druidic fashion set aside for many magical creatures and wildlife, things that the druids don't want to be disturbed. And the justices, as long as the druids and the people of this district provide a steady supply of lumber, are fine with that. Let the druids have their traditions. And you all come to the Drunken Dryad. The Drunken Dryad is a tavern on the edge of the agriculture district, lumber district, and it's one of many sort of border like villages, towns, where people coming in and out of the forest are able to like stop in, sleep, etc. They're really the only permanent settlements in this district of Arcadia. And you come to the Drunken Dryad at whatever time was agreed upon, assuming nighttime as you all are coming for dinner. And as we enter, we see the reference pics. Oh wow. Oh my god. Hey, fun fact, that second pic is the bar from Hobbiton, and I've been there before.
You've been to
to
the
the bar in Hobbiton?
Yes, I have.
Is it like the
That's-
Green Dragon or something? Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
the
cool.
Green Dragon Inn.
Yeah, it is kind of
I-
like that vibe.
No, I literally that bottom right, like 4-person table, me and my parents sat at.
That's crazy cool.
That's so cool.
God
What?
damn.
That's so cool.
What?
Anyway,
Crazy cool lore being dropped today.
Color, I went to Hobbiton.
It's not surprising.
But yeah, I think as y'all enter, it is very lively, very full of life here. Music playing in the corner. I think you see two. Well, I guess what are the two people we see behind the bar, Amanda?
Well, yeah, let me send their pictures, but I guess for verbal
What's the
listeners
picture?
at home, you guys will see a big Goliath man, kind of has like some different tattoos like across his skull and like face. Um, no hair, as is the Goliath way. But he has a very kind of gentle
Bald.
smile. He looks very
Mr.
welcoming.
305.
Yeah, no. Well, like yes, but no. like, yeah, they're both bald. Um, but he will probably welcome you guys with a very warm smile and a wave. They probably knew that these people were coming as well. Um, so here is Sky, and then you will see
Oh, Amanda, you put that in memes, not pictures.
I can't believe you're saying Flynn is a meme.
he
Fully
is
bald.
That's true.
Mr. 305. Um, no, that's quotes. Where am I? Oh, Aaron just texted me. Give it to me now for the pit crew. I'm assuming. Give
No,
me a
actually, when I'm live listening, I'm like, you have to send me the pictures.
Anyway, here he is. And then this half elf man that's also behind the counter, Callum. Um, he's got shortcut hair. He's dressed in nice button up. He also kind of gives you a smile and a wave. And I think kind of seeing this group of people will kind of gesture over to a table in the corner and probably that's probably his main thing, but they both look like very nice people. Not the
Yeah,
bald react.
yeah, bald. Yeah, I think the two of them wave y'all over. Callum, kind of like pull some chairs out of this table and is like, "Hey y'all, welcome to the Drunken Dryad. I know Ren is in the back making your dinner right now. She'll be out with that pretty soon, but feel free to take a seat. Can I get y'all any drinks?"
Yeah, are your drinks gonna also kill me? Like,
I feel like there's
Oh,
some context to that I don't quite know, but I'd hope not.
okay, yeah, give me your strongest drink.
Okay, can do.
Gives
First,
me
Can
some
first,
fucking lumber district moonshine.
can I have your best tasting drink?
what are you into?
Sweet,
Okay, I could do that. Yeah,
Sweet.
low
get you
alcohol
a
taste.
Long Island iced tea.
Me if
Oh
I
yeah,
ever go to a bar.
I fucking love Long Island.
Anything for
I'll
the
take it.
two of y'all? Yeah.
I'll take whatever's your most popular drink here.
We have. I mean, Druids are nearby, so we got a hell of an apple cider.
Whatever the druids like drinking, I'll do as the druids do tonight.
Can do. And you, ma'am?
Also moonshine.
Oh, I'll just take any red wine you've got.
I think we got something in the back. Sure. Yeah. Something. I'm
Pulls out
sure.
and dusts off the bottle.
It'll blow off the
Uh.
dust.
Yeah. Well, tell y'all what. Uh. Any friends of Ren is a friend of ours, and we didn't even know that Ren had friends. This is actually really nice to see. Uh,
Are you guys
but
not a friends?
huh?
Are you guys not her friends then? Are you just like people who observe her? She said that you wasn't sure she had friends.
Roll me an insight.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
23.
I think he looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, we're friends." And he turns and you can see like through the window Ren kind of like making dinner And I think you look in his eyes and you see like a very fatherly sort of like love that he has for Ren, but not something that he verbalizes to you in this moment. Uh, yeah, well, tell y'all what. First two rounds on the house as Ren's friends, but past that point, you're gonna have to start paying. I hope you can understand.
All good. Thank you for your kindness.
Of course, yeah. Uh, he walks off. Ren, you see Callum walk behind the bar and into the kitchen, uh, grabs Flynn on the shoulders and is like, "Do we got red wine? Please tell me we got red wine or something like that. God damn." And I think,
I told Flynn to pick up red wine earlier this week.
yeah, I've. It's been months since someone's asked me for wine.
I didn't think that was a hard ask. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, I got red wine. I'll go get it. He walks back, and all of y'all are served your drinks. And what's Ren
Wine.
cooking up for everyone tonight?
Yeah, I think she does cook up what she described as one of her like best dishes, of like probably pan-seared elk pieces with garlic mashed potatoes. She's got roasted asparagus with like balsamic like glaze on it. Um and I think before she serves you guys, I think she goes over to this half-elf bard and sets a bowl down kind of behind the stage first. She's wearing probably her apron and she has her hair kind of back in like a bandana.
Wait, does the apron say anything on it?
No.
Dang it.
You think she's the type to have a fun apron?
I think someone might have gifted her one and she would
Okay.
have worn it because she felt like she should because someone gifted
No.
it to her.
All right. Well, that's up to you guys now. You got to give her a Garfield apron.
Bet.
But then she does start bringing you guys out your plates. Hello, glad to see you guys got here okay. No one told me that they had any dietary restrictions, so I hope this is all alright.
God, the urge to make Lilith just have like my level of dietary restrictions.
With
Oh
after
my
she
god.
specifically told people to tell her.
Oh my
That
god,
would
Ren,
be
this looks amazing.
Thank you, Alenia.
Thanks for inviting us and securing us some free drinks.
So you're getting free drinks? Oh, cool.
Flynn seems real friendly and thank you. Or no, that was Callum, sorry. Callum seems really friendly and thank you, of course, for cooking. This looks amazing.
Yeah, Callum is a very friendly type of person. She sits down, just starts eating, I think. She's like, I'm just gonna eat. She's not the talker.
Lilith wants to inspect this drink and make sure it's not gonna kill them.
Yeah, make me a
Survival?
survival. Yeah.
Not that Lilith really thinks that this place is the problem, but after El Shidows or whatever, you just never know.
Didn't you ask for like paint thinner at El Shido's though?
Yeah,
And
I
and
also
And then they
and
gave it to
here.
you?
Yeah. No, like Lilith asked for the strongest drink at both places, but El Shidows actually probably would have killed them. And they just want to make sure that this won't.
uh,
26?
Uh, yeah, I think you sniff it, and I mean it's definitely strong. Like I think you get there's a lot of like vodka in the drink. Uh, but I think you do look up and very proudly displayed above the bar is the like whatever this world's equivalent of like the FDA like A+ certification for food safety. And so I think you see like this place is legit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely strong, but it's definitely safe for you.
Okay. That's all he wanted to know. He starts guzzling and then he'll eat.
Damn.
Waylon is refined in the sense that he's not chugging his drink and he's he's taking bites, taking sips. He's getting the full experience.
Okay, so
Okay.
does Waylon think that he's better than us?
Yes.
Is
Better than
Specifically, he thinks he's better than Lilith.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I don't see him getting all the bitches though, so
yeah.
Eh,
up for debate.
Well, Waylon's never tried.
Ooh, well, he did do a little
Oh.
striptease.
That's
No,
true.
no,
I know,
no.
I
That
know,
was
I
not
know,
striptease. That was
Um,
not striptease. He was trying to wash his shirt in the sink.
Sure.
He's
Taking his cock out.
He's pulling his cock out.
Yeah, I mean, any like role play that happens as y'all are eating dinner.
I think Alwyn would have something like 5 or 6 bites in, would be like, so you just like cooking, or why'd you get a second job?
Well, technically, the CCU is my second job.
Oh, this like pays really well.
No, I had this job first.
Oh, okay. It's a good job you doing. Like lifts the food up in reference to it.
Oh, that is very kind of you. But yes, I guess I do like cooking.
Did you go to a culinary institute?
There's like a college to learn how to cook.
Yeah, probably. They have Orton Gamzee.
Isn't that?
Doesn't he teach cooking or something?
I just kind of feel like it's a lot of common sense.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't figured out too complicated of recipes yet, but
Me neither. This is really great, especially the fact that you're self-taught, or at least at the very least, you figured a lot of it out on your own.
I guess Flynn taught me a good chunk too.
It's truly incredible. Oh my god.
Thank you, Elenia. You're very sweet. Ren is always so ill prepared to handle Elenia, I think.
I don't think anyone on this team is prepared.
Well, she's just never expecting it. She should by now.
Ren told Alwyn who the spell book was for, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't remember if she did or not.
But I guess you could ask if she's using it, probably.
Yeah, I guess that might be a later thing. I'll do it now, anyways. So, did you get any practice with that spell book?
Ooh, a spell book.
She as well, it really wasn't for me, actually. I'm sorry to have misled you.
That's fine. They just keep handing me things at the CCU. So it's like they got money to throw around there, you know? So I have
Yeah, we do get
couple.
paid a lot.
Yeah.
But I
But
mean,
Yeah, I was hurt. Sorry, you guys go.
I'm gonna say, maybe don't talk about how much money you make, or those old men will try to gamble with you and play cards with money. But they're also old, so I don't trust their hearing.
yeah, that makes sense. Do you
Wait,
even
wait, really?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna be like perception check on the old guys. See if they clock that.
Yeah, go for it.
She made no, I guess, effort to be quiet in what she said. She knows them, they know her.
Waylon rolled a 14. I got a 14 for that.
I think you see on the table next to you one of the like older men there is kind of like eyebrow raised, looking at Alwyn right now.
Can I make eye contact with him? If we call him Marcus Wickerbottom, the old gnome man.
Not Wickerbottom.
Yeah, buddy.
Not worth it.
Yeah. So we all know Marcus Wickerbottom. Come on, y'all.
What y'all know about Marcus Wickerbottom?
I know some stuff. Yeah, she just like looks at him and goes,
It's not your
Shakes head.
decision. It's not your decision.
Marcus, I do not want to have this conversation with you tonight. Do you want dinner,
No,
yes or no?
no one wants to play games with old Marcus anymore.
He's
I guess
definitely got. He smokes from his pipe all the time indoors. That's probably why.
Half the reason that it's like kind of hazy inside is because he's over there
It's a
in the
boom.
corner.
But he's a regular, so like it's fine.
Yeah, you gotta allow it's the regular.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know, do you guys have any hobbies such as cooking? But I guess you said you don't like cooking or not good at it.
Well,
I know.
I can't say that I ever cook that well.
I know enough to get by and feed myself, but I'm certainly not as good as what you've managed to put together here.
Well,
I mean,
I-
I like exercising.
Oh right, yeah, I think I knew that. What kind of
So does
exercising?
Lilith.
What'd you say, T?
So
Was
does
that
Lilith.
Olivia in character or
Absolutely.
I didn't hear what she said.
so does Lilith likes exercising.
Waylon exit out. Upon being asked like what he likes to exercise, I mean, I do a little bit of everything. I do like to run a lot though. Moving in general is just fun for me.
Running?
I mean, some days I work out legs, sometimes I work out arms, but most days, you know, I at least do a little bit. That's the whole body.
I can't. Oh, gross.
Listen, Elenia, the more you run, the better it gets. We
No,
gotta
no,
get you
no,
started
that's a
running.
lie. That's a lie. The shoe company sells you.
That's why you just don't have to wear shoes sometimes, you know?
Sometimes barefooted running can be beneficial, but it is a little bit of a. I mean, we do live in a giant city, so you have to be careful with that.
Mm, right.
Yeah, with the enemies we have in the janitorial business, maybe being out with no shoes will be bad for us.
What's everyone's passive perception?
It's an
Oh, no.
18 log.
14.
17.
15.
Ooh. This would be Ren and Lilith then. As Alwyn evokes the name of your enemies, the two of you feel your like hair raise up on the back of your neck, and you turn around and you see like drinking at the end of the bar, just like looking at all of you with like a squinty eye, is some old woman in like a janitorial uniform, just like sipping her ale, like shakingly, like
Oh god.
How did we make enemies like this anyway?
We leave a mess with the calamities.
Right.
Yeah. I am gonna do just a general perception. I want to see if there's any fucked up individuals such as Inquisitor like people.
yeah, go for it.
Maybe a big top hat cladding guy if
Yeah,
he's
maybe
here.
if there's a top hat
He's
that
old,
yeah,
that'd be helpful.
Top
If I see
hats.
a top hat,
that
Listen, top hat on site.
21.
Yeah.
yeah, looking around, don't see anybody.
Okay. She like a little bit like eases her shoulders, a little less tight. Okay. Besides the janitor, there's no other enemies. Except for Marcus. And looks
Looks at Marcus.
I just like playing games of chance. That sue me.
Well, maybe you should apologize to Randall for throwing your drink at him last time, and you'll have people to play cards with again.
Randall owes me like 300 gold.
And you probably owe Randall 300 gold.
Randall's a bitch. And I'll say it to his face, and you see Randall stands up from across the bar. Say it to my face then. You see the two of them start like going at each other.
Yeah. Uh,
Dinner and a
Been-
show.
it's been like that for 2 weeks. They'll get over it.
Oh, this is just delightful. Sips wine.
I bet it's really finely aged wine too, because they
Oh,
never
yeah. It's been
they
there for a
never have
while.
And yeah, I guess any other role play that happens at dinner tonight.
Yeah, I guess this might have just been a general
For
Feast.
flavor, I
Oh.
guess. A little bit with like Alwyn kind of like asking those questions. He kind of keeps kind of like trying to like add some like questions and like things to talk about a little bit. Like I guess it depends on however much you think your character would insight that of just being like, oh, like we don't have one of our guys who like does a lot of the talking and like
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, and
trying
Alvin's
to
trying to step up.
fill
Okay.
a
You
void.
know what? Maybe I will insight just because this is Alden's being a little more talkative. Oh, okay, so that would be and I rolled another 21.
All right.
Like, do I see like this is mostly like an effort of Alwyn, like purposefully like I'm trying to get us to be a little more cohesive, and since Dusty's gone.
Yeah, just like wanting things to sound like they did normally, I guess, like where it's like, oh, people are like talking and there's back and forth and like there's that where I'm sure like one of the big talkers being gone, there's like a noticeable like lull in the conversation here and there probably.
I think Ren will then try to be a little bit more talkative after seeing that and ask a couple more questions. But I don't know how much we want to roleplay of us just being
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, let's role play coworkers, guys.
Oh
but
my
I will
god.
say Ren does become a little more verbal and talkative.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was my only thing.
At one point, Lilith just goes, "Does anyone want to go get a tattoo with me?"
Oh my god. Tattoos?
For fun?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm gonna get like a magic one, but you guys can do whatever. Or I'll go
Okay,
myself.
but like where?
The tattoo shop.
No,
What
Lilith,
district?
you've got to be careful where you put one, or you're going to have a lot of painful sex for the next few weeks.
Do you think I'm gonna tattoo my dick?
Ren
No!
goes, like, pulls up like a little bit of like a little bit.
But even on your thigh, that's arguably also a heavily contact point.
I assure you I'll be fine.
Gosh forbid that I try to be nice.
There's no way you actually care. You can't possibly care about my sex life, Elenia.
That's fair. I do care about you though, and I know you not well enough to say you're not going to stop having sex.
Well, no, obviously not. Anyway, tattoo anyone
Right now?
when we're done? I don't know.
Do you have an appointment already?
I was just gonna walk in.
Yeah, a lot of walk-in welcome signs I saw around here.
Yeah, DM, do I
Yeah.
know of a tattoo shop around these parts?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
a place called Stick
Oh,
and Pick, and it's trees that give you the tattoos.
Ooh.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Sounds pretty
yeah,
good.
you know what? Ren will go, I do know a really good tree that does do really good tattoos.
A tree,
Mm, Yeah, a tree
I
right?
got
will.
field trip.
You know
She
what? Sure.
she's like, why is that confusing to you?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like, what's not clicking?
That's not clicking.
You know what? Yeah. Okay.
if
You
a
know,
tree is doing that, maybe I'll get a little something.
I might.
What do tattoos people get?
Well, what
I
do
don't
you
know. I want
like?
something new as well now. I've never heard of a tree giving a tattoo.
Do you already have tattoos?
Me?
Oh, I was talking to Waylon.
Oh,
No, I never gotten a tattoo before.
Oh, okay. You just said a new one, so I was like,
No, I didn't say a new one. I said I never heard of like a tree giving a tattoo before.
oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, sure, let's go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is gonna be so fun. Group tattoo.
Ren gets up and walks everyone like, how distant should this village be? It'd be really funny to walk for like half hour to an hour.
we walked 6 miles.
Yeah, she'll maybe not much that long, but like
Like a 15-minute stroll.
15-minute stroll, um, to like, yeah, stick and pokes. I can only imagine it's just like a giant tree with like some like shack thing around it.
I think I think you see like a tree in the shape of a building. And you can walk inside
And it's
and
awakened.
it is awakened. And there's a like a couple of tables and people getting tattoos, and I think you see like literally from the ceiling dozens of like strands of roots wrapped around tattoo guns that are just like going around the room like tattooing people.
Let's
Um
let's look up a tree name on fantasy name generator.
Maple Jenkins.
Humblewood. That's crazy.
Humblewood.
Humblewood.
No.
no, this is Humblewood. I'm
Yes,
sorry, you
this is
said it.
Humblewood. This
You
is
had to
Yeah.
say
Humblewood.
it out loud.
Nice dinner. Go see Humblewood the tree for tattoos.
And Humblewood speaks the druidic languages of old,
Oh,
long ago, tree-ish.
so I understand this. Yeah.
But I think to everyone else, you just kind of hear like
Baru.
So translated.
translated, lay on the table. Humblewood will tattoo.
Okay, Lilith, you may lay on the table. Humblewood will tattoo. I can tell him what you want, or if you already have a
Uh,
picture.
um. uh, To clarify, this is gonna be a barrier tattoo. I don't know if it has to be a specific shape
I
or
think
can
it's
it
up to
just be
you,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you
probably.
get to pick.
um. He's gonna look at Sir Humblewood and say, "Surprise me, but make it protect me."
Um, Ren will say a barrier tattoo and a design that you've wanted to do for a while.
Holds up, and when you say a design, holds up a root to you. I know what he wants, and tattoos. Uh, I'm gonna say this: this guy's been tattooing for hundreds of years. It is exactly what you were picturing in your head. Is what he has tattooed upon your body.
Incredible.
And for anyone else getting a tattoo tonight, it is about the same. Yeah, this tree does not wait for any sort of uh input or ask of like or a request, but simply just tattoos exactly what you want on your body.
Yeah, I have to pick a
I
whaling tattoo now. Shit.
Yeah,
Yes, you
yeah.
do.
Who else got a tattoo? Olin?
Got it. Yeah, a small one probably like in the crook of his one arm.
What is the whitest white girl tattoo?
Get a tramp stamp.
Mm, of a
You're
butterfly.
so right.
Of a
Something
butterfly,
inside you.
yeah.
Yeah, butterfly tramp
Butterfly
stamp.
tramp stamp.
Um, I'll get a tree tramp stamp. No, Ren probably doesn't get a tattoo. Well, actually, I feel like she's like, well, maybe I should put an effort in on doing this with my coworkers. But I have no clue what she would get. I'd have to think about that.
Mhm. Yeah, people can send their tattoos throughout the session today if you get them. But yeah, y'all
Garfield?
have a fucking Garfield tramp stamp.
No, no.
Y'all have a wonderful work dinner with a surprise tattoo afterwards. As all work dinners should go, honestly. Um. Okay.
Success, I think. Good bonding, guys.
Absolutely. Uh,
Yeah.
you
Made
reach
it.
the end of the weekend. Uh,
Refix the tattoo.
Ren, you get
That was the
on
funniest thing, like,
Monday
that was
during the
the
day.
school.
You get a very curt sending stone from Justice Calvith that simply states he can't meet you tonight, uh, uh, but will at some point this week or next week. But for the first time in a year, cancels your Monday meeting.
Damn. She's a little perturbed by that.
Fair enough. Um, Waylon,
Oh God.
I believe you said pretty like soon after talking with your aunt, you wanted to talk with your cousin, Khan.
Yeah, to talk with Khan.
Set the scene for us. Where would you approach Khan or try to talk to him?
I think Waylon would try to talk to him when Khan wasn't busy, because this is kind of the thing that you do need to set a time aside for. So if Khan had like a day off or was like, okay, it doesn't have to be doing anything at a specific point of day, and he knew that Cody, Khan's little brother, wouldn't be around, and that's
Mhm,
when Waylon would like go and like approach and be like, "Is now a good time to talk?" Because he
mhm.
like Khan already has a pretty good idea what this will be about.
Yeah. I do think there is a day where I guess kind of just like a how nurses can be on call and they're paid to be at home but just called up at any point. There's a day where he's kind of just like on call in the manufacturing district, but is pretty certain that y'all could get lunch or something and it wouldn't be interrupted.
Okay, and I think uh Waylon will like be like, "Hey, is now a good time for
Hmm.
that talk now?" And if Khan says yes, I think they'll actually grab some street food and they'll
Hmm.
actually go to a rooftop somewhere to go talk.
Hell yeah.
In my head,
Um,
it's like the rooftop that they'll always meet at, because it's like Waylon was a little idiot of a kid and really liked parkour, and then Khan saw him, so Waylon taught him a little bit of parkour.
hey, we could absolutely say there's like a cousin's rooftop or something that y'all
There's a
hang out
cousin's
at.
rooftop. They're at the cousin's rooftop eating their
Mhm.
street food.
Yeah, both of y'all sitting with like legs over the edge of the building, watching the street below, eating food. So I can only imagine what this is about. Well, I can't imagine actually.
Yeah, imagine it. Yeah. Shit's rough right now, Khan.
Uh, ye- Fucking understatement, honestly. I'd say we're right fucked.
I just, I'm going to. Your aunt or your mom told me if I want my voice heard, I should show up to meetings, and I planned on doing that anyway. But talking to family about going up against Arcadia, it's doomed to fail anyway.
I mean,
That's why I'm trying to push for something, and that's not the only reason why, but it's a big part of why I'm trying to push for something besides what the really gung ho folks in the family are talking about.
I, you know, I mean, this shit's crazy. I don't understand what we're hoping to gain from any of this. I'll be honest though, you're one of the few marriages that aren't going to the meetings right now. I was hesitant to start, but I've been going. My uncle, he's doing it while he's leading the meetings. He's doing it.
His uncle?
Or sorry, his dad. Look, my
Okay.
my dad. While he's leading the meetings, he's doing things democratically. So, everyone at the meeting gets a vote for what happens next, I suppose. And all these meetings, we all come forth, propose solutions, and then we vote on it to see if it's going to go one way or the other. So, look, I understand this is crazy, and we have to stop the family from doing this. But my aunt has a point in the sense of you got to show up if you want to be able to put an official word in or cast a vote for whether we do or don't do something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was already going to go to the next meeting, but yeah.
Good. We're losing ground. I'm not gonna lie. So another person at the meeting that'll vote with us is
Who's all the in Cole? You don't have to start listing names. We can just
Mhm.
role play and say like, "Oh, he tells who." Who's all the against right now? Is it I just don't know. Is it kind of like a spread, or is it like a certain sort of folks in the family that's going one way or the other?
For the sake of my accent, I'm absolutely just going to give you a rundown real quick here.
Yes, go
But yeah,
for it.
he does give you like a full rundown. What he tells you, it is essentially old versus young right now. A lot of the
I
older
was kind of
marriages,
wondering if that's what it
yeah,
would be.
yeah, a lot of the older marriages, like your aunt and uncle, who have been dealing for this like a lot longer than you and a lot of your other cousins, like younger cousins, have had to. Very fed up. Most of them are pushing for immediate action now. And I think because I know you're keeping track in your
My
doc.
quick ref block.
Uh,
Yes.
yeah, that would include your cousins Dath and Thobar pushing for action. But a lot of the younger like family members, a lot of your like cousins who are closer to your age are pushing for calming things down and trying to find a different way to go about this. So like Lodum, who you all met during your first calamity fight, Grell, is it Ukludo?
Uh, Ukludo, yeah.
Ukludo. Yeah, so a lot of the younger cousins are on your side of things. But I will say, I think the way he talks about it, the longer things go on, the more the family is shifting towards action. Your quote unquote like side of the debate has a very small margin of majority right now. So I think you
Gotcha.
can feel the desperation of like he's not going to beg you to come to the meetings, but no insight required. He's like, God, I really hope he comes and votes. Like, fuck, we need him to come vote.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, and this is okay. So I already kind of have an idea of percolating in my head that I don't want to say because it's gonna come up in roleplay later when this meeting happens. But okay, that's good to know. I imagine that probably could be that whole sitting is just like
Mhm.
Khan being like, so you know at the meetings now. This is what's going on here. Here's who's saying what. Here's what's going on now that you are
Mhm.
coming. And
Yeah.
just yeah, if Waylon picking up on the fact like, oh, he really wanted me there to say my part of it because he doesn't want this to happen either.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think he ends it off with, so my mom, I think we could get to her. I know she's supportive of my dad, but I think we could sway her. It's my dad. He's hell bent on fighting back. He feels. I think he feels like he owes something to Grandpa, to a lot of the marriages who have died the last couple of decades.
You mean Grandpa Kamar?
Aye.
I mean, that's his father-in-law, yeah, but and absolutely, I'll say this again at the meeting, and I do think something has to change. Just don't think the extremist option is the way to go. And Rock's so proud of the family, of marriages in general. And he's not wrong to want that for us. All of us want better, but Waylon just doesn't even know what point he's trying to make at this point. He's like, yeah, oh yeah. I'm like, that's his uncle. He's known him his whole life. Yeah, it makes 100% sense what Khan is saying about his dad.
So I guess I think it sounds like you got a good case against Justice Calvith, and that going after him will give
Yeah.
us something else to do.
Which, actually, about that, I told your mom that Calvith is a driving force behind what we're dealing with, but I don't know if I should tell everyone at the meeting about him. Not yet. If Auntie wants to tell everyone because I told her, that's one thing, but it's a lot of angry people, and giving them a target isn't necessarily a great idea when I don't have the hard evidence in hand ready to use.
I see your point. What I can say is that I don't know what else words can do, and I know we're gonna lose this eventually.
I need the brakes pumped long enough for me and Abner to figure out what's going on and what can be done. I'm telling you this, Connor. I haven't told your mum this yet. You don't have to keep it from her. I don't want to do that to you, but I talked to Abner about the fact that Alvith's deliberate in the rumors, discriminatory practices against our family, things like that. We're gonna try investigating it. I mean, there's no precedent for investigating a justice, but we'll try and do things by the book, trying to do it as legal as possible. But I don't have anything yet that could be put into use by the family anyway, if I told them about Calvith.
Abner's a good man. I think if anyone could do it, he could.
Yeah. I feel bad for involving him, but I just didn't know what else to do.
Right, we probably shouldn't be talking about this too long, I guess.
Yeah. I say we finish up and you can keep doing your on-call tasks while you're not actively at the station.
And I suppose I'll see it wherever the next meeting is.
See you then.
Cool. And the two of
Yeah.
y'all finish up your lunch and head on out. I think there was a lot of sort of investigation that people had proposed doing as well. I know, Alwyn, you had some research that you wanted to do.
Yeah, I love researching.
So I think just as like the weeks go on, what kind of stuff are you looking into?
Um, yeah, which research are you referring to?
The one on E-Diet.
Yeah, I guess that would be going to book repositories and starting there and then moving to other like trickery based clerics if they have temples and stuff like that, depending on what is kind of brought up in this first round of researching.
Yeah, I think there are a fair share of public libraries, specifically in Central Arcadia. I don't think like massive like collections of books is something you see in the sort of outer districts.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, you can research this pretty openly as well. I don't think you have any reason to be afraid of like searching about this topic.
Yeah.
Uh, so make me a, I guess, history or investigation, either or.
Or religion?
Oh yeah, absolutely, religion as well. Yeah.
Cool.
The one time it works in Gus's favor.
17.
Okay. I I do think like it's Edite is not a person who on the top of your head you would have been able to come up with. But I do think doing like sit down research, you do find her name. Um, she is a. Sorry, I have some info written down here. She is part of the trickery domain. Specifically, she's a member of the Court of Illusion. I think you know just based off of your religious experiences, but I think it is also like in some of these tomes of just like names of deities that you're reading through, a very like unspoken part of celestial rule is that for gods, it's based on numbers. Like the more followers you have, the more powerful you are. Um, and so I think while there is that list of 50 deities that everyone knows and worships because they're the people that you go to the churches of, there's thousands of deities. I mean, the celestial plane is as populated as this one with beings with like quote unquote deity level power, although most of them are not going to be as powerful. Most of them are people that you could deal with probably right now at y'all's like skill level. Um but I think you're looking through pages and pages of essentially the names of the the celestial version of like peasants, deities by all means, but they are like no bitches, no followers, no prospects. They just happen to be deities on the celestial plane. And you're flipping through pages and pages and pages of these people throughout the trickery domain, and you see Edite's name listed as a person with who's a member of the Court of Illusion with 0 followers. And so I think Edite is definitely a real person, and there's no like trickery in that. But I think you could put together like the fact that she has uh, Lilith as a follower right now would be to her like a very big deal. It's the start of something that most deities in the celestial plane don't get. Because why the fuck would someone go after a deity that has 0 followers?
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably as of now. Well, does it say that she's like related in any way to any other got like she like works with them, or if like the Court of Illusion is like a smaller thing with like a number of people in it, or is it just like anybody who's in the trickery domain
Huh?
would be in the Court of Illusion?
Uh, I think I think she is there's truly like she's listed in name only. There's nothing about her because she's just not
Hmm.
important enough to have a
Yeah.
description. But I think you like she is listed sort of under the hierarchy of Lyria. Wait, Lyra, the goddess of deception, who I believe he actually played
T-Blade.
in in the mini campaign. So yeah, like under that umbrella, but she's at about as close to Lyra as someone at an entry position is to the CEO. Like she's
Hmm.
under that umbrella, but is nowhere near her. being on any level of like actual meaningful connection with her.
Like Lyra doesn't even know her name.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Okay. Yeah, I think Alwyn will write all that down and is, I think for now, kind of satisfied with that answer of who this person is.
Cool. Yeah. Hey, all them small deities got to make a play at some point, and Edite's
Players
making
play.
hers with Lilith. What was that?
I said players play.
Players
Players
play.
play. True
Um,
that.
I understand. Uh, Ren wanted to do some. Uh, with the beginning of your spy force of trees, plants, animals, etc.
Hmm.
Uh, you had something that you were initially focusing on.
Yes. So I guess my first group that I wanted to cement was my specific Calvith spies.
Mhm,
Um, so a tree by his office, a tree by his house, uh, a sparrow, a chipmunk, and a squirrel. Um, I wanna know his fucking his daily schedule, and also especially since he just canceled our meeting, if there's
mhm.
anything like suspicious going on, like what I don't know, I just kind of know like his gist this week. What is he doing? What is his seemingly daily routine? Um, important people he talks to every day. Um,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I understand you wanted to kind of look into his backstory as well.
And yeah, I want his lore.
Okay.
I want his lore, and
Uh,
also maybe any specific stances he took, like especially um, in the politics field, like what was his stance when he was getting voted in as a justice?
mhm.
Legislation he's
Yeah,
passed. Yeah.
fair enough. Which one would you want to do first? Daily movements or lore?
Daily movements.
Cool. Uh, Tell you what, make me a perception check, and your spy network is going to give you advantage on
That's so slayful. Okay, that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Ooh.
them. Okay. Uh, I think that you see someone
Can I guidance?
playing. What?
Can I
Oh yeah, go
guidance?
for it. Yeah, you can guidance.
23.
Okay. Uh, yeah, I think you see someone playing the part of a stellar public servant. I think you see he goes to City Hall, he meets with other justices, other public servants. Uh, the mayor, Mayor Paxton, her whole job is kind of meeting with the common folk of the districts and then bringing those concerns to the justices. She's kind of just like their public face of sorts, and their like direct line of communication between the people and the justices. Soren Calvith is different in the sense of you see that he sets time apart in his day to meet with people from different districts. Like he sets time to actually talk to those people. Um, I think over the course of like a week, you see he cuts the ribbon at like a new hospital wing. He visits public schools. He does that president thing of like reading stories to children in like an orphanage or something. Uh, I think you see like the only thing you really notice that might be a surprise to you in his personal time, he also, like the receptionist in your building, is a huge like worshiper of Tyr, or not Tyr,
Oh,
Timora. So I think you see like he goes to services like 2 times a week, goes in, leaves a huge donation in the donation basket, and then you see that he's like genuinely praying and taking part in these services. So uh, uh, I think based on vibes, probably didn't strike you as a religious person, but
mm,
seems to be going to church, reading his Bible. So truly day-to-day movements, nothing out of the ordinary other than just like pure perfection of a public
Mhm.
servant.
But she does kind of have his like daily beats down. Like he goes to work this time, goes home at this time, meets it,
Yeah,
has meetings this time. Perfect.
yeah, and I think
That's
for the most part, that
yeah,
schedule does not change.
perfect. Schedule doesn't around his house. Is it just him seemingly at his house
Him and
besides
his
his girl?
guard,
Okay.
yeah, but no, like doesn't look like there's anyone else living in the house other than him.
Okay. Thank you. Um, yeah.
Um, yeah, and then I guess make me a investigation or history check for lore. As again, I think same thing. You can kind of just read an autobiography in a
Mm,
public library.
okay. I'm going to guidance again. Ooh, a 4. So I would get 4 plus, so I have a plus 8. Okay, 18.
Okay. Um, let me look
Okay.
at my Soren Calvith lore doc and see what you would learn.
Oh,
Uh,
involve me, email me. I want to see that doc.
Give me his
uh,
secrets.
I think on an 18, nothing out of the ordinary, like nothing like huge that stands out to you. You just kind of get his like public backstory. But he was born in the agriculture district. He was the only child of two people named Abel and Frayne, who died in
Abel?
a
Abelmuth?
Abel. Oh,
Oh, only
uh, Abelmuth.
child.
Um, and they died in a calamity attack when Soren was 10. Abel and Frayne also had Soren out of wedlock, and the family disowned him because of that. And according to him, they never told him who his extended family was, and when his parents died, no one claimed him, so he just kind of entered the foster system. Um, and I think he's very public about the fact of like I don't really care who my family is because they had a chance to involve me in their lives and said no. Um, he graduated from public school with a 4.2 GPA, attended university fully paid for via academic scholarships. He went into public service work, and he actually did uh, for a while when he was about 32 years old. He became the head of the agricultural district. So that was kind of his like start into politics. Uh, he did that for a couple of decades and won his justice seat against Komar Marich by a very small margin about 20 years ago. And I think
Kamar, can you spell that? Kamar?
No, Q, Q,
Oh,
Hugh
QU or QA?
QAMAR.
Sorry,
Kamar.
Kamar Marish. Okay, so I'm like, oh, this is Waylon's family.
Mhm. Uh,
Sweet.
yeah, and I think because you were interested in like how he won as well. Uh, I think that I think you're reading about this guy, and he is the epitome of the like pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of backstory. Like out of wedlock parents, no family, foster system, and with all of those disadvantages, being extremely successful in life. He is just like the rags to riches story that everyone really likes. And so I think there's a lot of like public respect for the Mariches, but his story was a huge part of what got him the um, position. That and the fact that he was publicly endorsed by the Church of Timora, which is the largest center of worship in Arcadia. Timora is just like the god that many people worship, and so they're sort of like support of him definitely swayed that bar very or enough for him to pull through a victory.
Okay. Do I know anything like, and maybe this is too specific and that's okay,
Hmm.
but like, was there also a big difference in politics between the two of how they wanted to do things in Arcadia? Like, obviously he likes to do a lot of public works and stuff like that, like going to hospitals, opening buildings, whatever. But like, I guess like anything big, like cornerstone, like legislation he's passed in his career that were either shocking or maybe just like, yeah, just something big that he's done
Um,
that would give more of his stances.
I think him and his running mate did have very similar platforms of just like, it's for the people. It's about the people. Uh, I think at the end of the day, he just had more of an endorsement and a better life story, and that's what won him. But I think as far as like major legislation, make me an insight check for that.
I'm gonna guidance myself again. Insight, so nice. Okay. 25.
Okay. On a 25, uh, I think at a surface glance, um, he's very much flown under the radar as a justice. Like, no big moves, no like public displays for any which way as far as policy. The only thing that he like very publicly supports are acts of legislation that are very supportive of the people, like following along with his platforms. But I do think on a 25, you see a lot of the laws that very much work against the Marich family, and I think you can put that connection together. But what I also think you see is while other justices are the face of certain legislation, I think a lot of those justices in writing are just like, or like in interviews are like, oh, and thanks to like Soren Calvith for giving me this idea, or like, oh, thanks to Calvith for all the support in like getting this legislation passed. And so I think you see he makes a lot of big political moves, none of which are under his name. And so I think a lot of the very like anti-marriage legislation that you're seeing uh, was supported by him and essentially passed by him, but he isn't the name on those things. So I think you're just seeing like masterful political moving.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think she's now putting some pieces together. Like, yeah, he's been having me keep an eye on Waylon and wants Waylon to fuck up, and she's like, okay, I'm starting to see the game board a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I have any other questions now.
Okay. Um, I'm going to make a bit of a public role here because Uh, Soren Calvith is someone who is never relying on passive perception. This roll is going to be with disadvantage, and the DC is high, but he has a very high bonus to this. I'm gonna roll to see if he notices uh, people poking into him, or um, uh, these new plant and animal spies that are keeping eyes on him.
Okay,
But disadvantage because
okay,
nature spies would not be what he's suspecting, so I
right,
don't think he's like fully going to notice.
right.
But we'll see.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Okay. Um, any other any other research uh that people are doing? Any other like role related research?
I was not built for investigations. I was built to follow directions and sneak in.
Right.
And no one told me to sneak into places, so I would say hilariously that this has nothing to do with what you asked, but I would probably still be burning up the alias I already burned and making up a
Mhm.
couple more to just make it look like I'm using extra aliases for promiscuous reasons only, and
Mhm.
continuing to do that for the next couple months.
Yeah, and I truly think like this is just following Mirren's rules of like if there's an inquisitor involved, button the fuck up and act like completely normal.
Yup.
So I think not doing anything kind of makes sense in that way.
I'm trying my best to stay low and act in a way that would make sense to them.
Mhm. Okay. Uh 2 weeks into our downtime. It is the beginning of let me just roll a d8 here. Actually, no, do d6. Ooh, it's a Friday. Um,
Oh, Friday.
it's Friday. Let's do it. All of the paperwork from the previous calamity done and over with. You've moved on to the most current calamity, which again, pile's not as big as it could have been. Um, and eventually, as y'all are working, you do get a knock on the door. And I think you see Chief opens the door a little bit and is like, "Hey, everyone."
Good afternoon.
Hey,
Morning.
Captain.
So, as I'm sure you all know, the CCU is a 6-person team.
Shit.
Uh,
That's not in character,
so
sorry.
we did over the last 2 weeks here. There were a lot of interviews that I sat in on for a new member of the crew. So I'd like to introduce y'all to the newest member of the CCU. She opens the door fully, and in walks. Let me get the little picture here.
Better not be
Picture.
another fucking cat.
Oh, you
If it's
know
another
it's
tabaxi, that's literally just it's like a red shirt in Star Trek. Like they're gonna
Oh my god,
die.
yeah.
We might as well just kill him right here in the office.
it's
Put him
Yeah,
out of
it's
his
a
misery.
Alden pulls out a gun and shoots him dead.
it's a satyr with a Z name.
Oh fuck.
Classic.
No, y'all see as a very
Oh
Ooh.
like
hi, what? Sorry.
Oh
dapper looking
hello.
dragonborn enters the room, like glasses, gives you all like a very nice smile. Uh,
Oh hello, gorgeous.
Did you come to work
Lil
with that deep of a V?
It's a slutty
you know
V.
what? He fucking did,
Oh
man.
my God, I'm gonna write
That's a
him up.
slutty V.
Lilith
Wow, it's a slutty
Lilith
Cover
V.
them up.
Lilith is giving him slut eyes.
Um even
Not
Ren a little
heavy.
bit like looks at his chest, is like, what? And is like, I didn't know you could do that.
Wowie, wowie. Like fanning
You see,
herself.
Hey,
Wait, let's
he,
hey
try to figure
Cole.
out if this guy works out, if he can get a workout buddy.
yeah.
No.
Cole, did you feed Jabba?
No, I did not.
He keeps lunging at me,
Mhm.
so I fear that he is hungry.
Y'all can stare at the eye candy while I feed the dog.
I
Actually,
can.
this might be a good chance for a bio break. I want more food and drink
Ooh,
anyways.
actually, yeah.
I do
Bio,
want a
bio.
drink.
I do need to pee, yeah.
Ruminate on the hottie, the office hottie.
They hired a slut.
Not pretty.
And to spit up on me.
I
Ooh.
was in the kitchen, I took a drink of water, and I was trying to go past him, and then I choked, and I had to cough out all of my water, and some got on his back.
My
Uh-huh.
God.
Foreplay.
I'm so sorry, my
You guys
beautiful
don't have to tell
husband.
us about your foreplay. It's fine.
I know, and he kept saying, "It's okay, little buddy. It's okay, little buddy."
Oh, but it's okay, little buddy. It's
It's
okay.
okay, little buddy. I'm gonna say that to myself every day at work. It's okay, little buddy.
Okay.
Rocking back and forth.
Oh, Aaron's back.
Sup,
Yeah.
Aaron?
Oh my God, Tim!
Oh my
Tim,
God.
open your
Actually,
Snapchat.
what was that?
Open your damn Snapchat.
Oh, sorry, I took like a nap.
That's fair.
Classic.
I did 8 hours of computer modules today.
Hell
Yummy.
yeah.
See, that looks great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have known this man since 5th grade. That is not his face.
Oh, I was looking at the hair. I didn't even look at his face. The hair looks
Yeah.
great because we were talking about the hair.
No, that's fair. I'll send it to you again.
Is this just straight?
Yeah, it's on the rocks.
This is so syrupy.
It's on the rocks whiskey.
This is not whiskey.
Is it flavored whiskey?
It's mango habanero.
Oh, you love that shit.
Oh yeah, the
I
mango
know.
habanero.
Tim does not.
That is
apparently.
not whiskey. That is like cough medicine.
That's why Gus
There's
loves
no
it so
whiskey
much.
in there. There's no whiskey in there.
I got some squirt. Do you want to put some squirt in it?
I would love some squirt in it.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go put some squirt in it. We'll be right back, guys.
Me win,
I love these
me
things.
win,
I
you're
love-
me.
I love
What
putting
are you
some
doing
squirt in
with a drink?
things.
What was
Please
that?
don't squirt in my drink.
Okay.
Why did you sound like Shaggy?
Amanda, you can squirt in my
Thanks.
drink anytime you want.
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you.
Why is your channel status bald? Who's bald?
One of the owners of
One
the
of the
bar that
NPCs.
Ren works at. He's a
Big Bess.
Goliath, and Goliath are typically bald.
Well, Big
So-
Bess is bald, so.
Good for her, my bald diva.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay,
love,
see, I'm
I love her
looking
for
at
no
this.
reason.
I think his cheekbones are not quite right.
Yeah,
Also,
I
this is
agree.
teammate.
You have a teammate?
We have a new teammate.
Ooh.
CC,
Oh.
Yeah, that's
all
what
of
we're
us-
all saying.
Right?
That's literally what we're all
Hottie.
saying.
See, I
Uh,
can't. I feel weird lusting over my creations in my campaign because I made them. I can make hot bitches, but it's fun for me. But I don't lust after them. That one I'll lust over.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for fixing the issue.
Speaking of which, I think it's
Itself
time.
is fun, though.
If everyone's ready, it's time to meet
I'm-
Hot Bitch.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
Did you
ready.
make this? You gotta drink
I'm
it.
ready.
Let me get into work mode. Yeah.
I didn't know if you want one.
Yeah, I
was
think
letting
you
you
see
speak
it.
to the birds.
He walks in to y'all's office. Kind of like walks over to the empty desk that Dusty used to have, and like sets a box of his things down. Hi, it's nice to meet all of you. Argo Nakul.
Marco, cool.
We'll send the name right now. Send the name right now.
I know how
Mhm.
it's spelled because
Oh
I'm
my
writing
God,
it down a certain way.
The urge
Oh my
to
god, I
just,
spelled
like,
it right. Yes.
Nice
my
to
God.
meet you, Argo.
Hi,
Ren.
it's really nice to meet all of you too. Ren.
Waylon marriage.
I'll win.
Alenia.
Nia.
Lilith.
Also, I just want to say, would he likely know our names, considering that we're public figures?
I think I think you see he's nodding in recognition of like
Mm.
he has heard these names before. He just doesn't have the face for them.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think he's like hiding that at all. He's aware of like the names before you say them. Just doesn't know who they belong to. Um, I I'll be honest. I've never entered a job like this before. I I don't want to overstep. Are y'all okay if I set my things on the desk and everything like that? I don't want to.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
go
okay.
ahead.
That's all
Yeah.
right. You're all good, Akko.
Hey, yeah.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
Sets like a lot of his stuff down on the desk, like gets everything unpacked.
Damn, so he's
So,
hot and sweet.
I
Zooey mama.
He's a little sweetie, cutie patootie
no,
so
yeah.
far.
bah.
We don't know his vibe yet. Let's not be too quick to call him a cutie patootie.
How do you fight usually?
Oh, I guess that would be a good thing to put out beforehand. I'm an artificer.
Oh.
I I specialize in artillery.
Does this motherfucker have a gun?
Not
We're
yet. He
getting a
doesn't.
gun, guys.
Oh,
Um, which I guess it would be a lot easier if I just kind of showed you what that mean. I'm kind of
Yeah, we have a training room, I'm sure,
We can
that
head
we
over
can
to the
show
training
you.
room.
honestly. I mean, I can just make some stuff here. You see, he pulls out from his box a. Actually, no. Like I think this is something he carries on him. Pulls out a like wrapped cloth, and he moves to sort of like an open carpet area. Lays it down on the ground and unrolls it, and I think inside you see just like get tons of scraps of metal. And he does a little bit of like a spinjitzu, like jujitsu kind of move with his hands. And you
He's
see,
throwing up hand signs like Naruto.
yeah, he's Naruto hand signing. And you see that a lot of the like metal bits fly out, spin around, like morph. And it actually creates a small, like trash can sized cannon that has, I mean, it is very much like just shaped as a cannon that has two googly eyes and like a smiley face on the end of it with like a little bit of a face thing going on. And the cannon like turns towards all of you, and Arya's like, no, not fighting, not fighting. Uh, I
she's
Waylon
she get
claps.
she gets a little ready, like with like frost on her fingertips, when it turns towards her, and she's like, okay.
Yes, since it's a magical contraption, I think Alwyn just kind of like gets down like right in front of it and like starts to kind of like poke and look at it.
Yeah, he fully backs up and like lets you kind of tinker around with it. Yeah, so this is a bit of an invention of my own. It's called an Eldritch Cannon.
Eldritch
Um,
Cannon.
Oh, this
so I
was
Like
the
guess
a
yeah,
subclass your son was in the last campaign. It looked so cool.
yeah, yeah. So I guess my thing, just so y'all are aware, I'm not too much of an upfront kind of fighter. I more hang out in the back and fire artillery at people.
Oh, that's
You
like
know
the
what?
majority of us, yeah.
Yeah, Argo, don't worry. I'm the one who's usually upfront and personal when it comes to fights. Most of sometimes Alenia, the rest of them usually are also the ones that hang back. I distract, you hit.
Perfect. That sounds good to me. Yeah. But yeah, no, I
Okay, I like
can.
getting my hands dirty.
You see, he genuinely chuckles at that. Uh, yeah, no, but I can. I have some ability to make like temporary magical items as well, and things along those lines. So a bit of a support, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you from and what'd you do before this?
Uh, Sorry, let me get his stuff up here.
I
I
Oh,
guess
got
I guess
so bored
while
when
you're
Gus.
doing that, Alwyn will kind of give a quick like rundown of his journey here, I guess we'll say.
And what
oh
is that?
wow.
What is Alwyn's journey here?
Yeah.
Worked at the power plant shit, had a big accident, uh kind of got an offer to come here and what came here.
I forgot. That's
Um,
why I made you say it. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
yeah, no. So I was born in the Power District, and well, I'll be honest. I actually was hoping to. I know Harlow, Mr. Bennett, and I was hoping to join arcane technology. That was more of my thing. But he saw my canon that I had made and said that I should consider applying for the open position here. So I just threw it out, and uh, yeah, I'm hoping that I don't know. I guess it seemed like a very a big opportunity. I felt like I couldn't say no to it. You know?
Yeah,
That's
we
really
spend some time with him as well. He's a good guy. Arcane
Yeah,
technology is
Um,
a real interesting field.
I know this probably isn't necessary. I am going to incite him.
yeah, for sure.
Ren's a deeply distrustful person.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, that is going to be on inside a 23.
Yeah, this guy's being 100%.
Okay, yeah, she's not saying much now, but she's just like
Yeah.
watching him. I'm a druid.
Ah, what circle?
Frost.
Interesting. I feel like that's very rare. I've never met a frost circle druid before.
Yeah, a lot of circle of land and forest people around.
That is true. So, uh, did Alwyn say what his like class was, or like what that was?
Oh, probably would have included that as well, with the rundown of his backstory and stuff.
Okay. So we have uh, uh, we have a druid, we have a wizard. Uh, what's everyone else working with?
I myself, I'm a fighter. Actually, I'm an Echo Knight fighter too. So if you see a grayscale version of me running around, don't be too worried.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cleric.
Cole, don't lie. Don't lie to yourself like that, Cole. You hate it.
This guy loves it though. I'm role playing.
Guys,
Cleric?
the urge to respond to what are we working with about a 36 double D. It's
Ren
right
already gave you
there.
like a little bit of a look when you were like making comments earlier. She's kind of like,
It's
Why is it just
like,
one?
can she see
I said
your
double.
urge to say
You
that?
said
And she goes, it gives you a look like down girl.
Reel it in.
Reels it in. I've got a knack for stabbing folks.
Okay. Well,
Very
seems like
light
we're
on
a
her feet.
well-rounded crew then.
Are you good at paperwork?
Actually, I mean, like I said, I was training to be in arcane
Mhm.
technology. I'm amazing at paperwork.
Oh, thank
Okay.
goodness.
You'll be doing plenty of that.
that's
Yeah,
about
that
99% of what we do.
yeah, that is we could always use more people who are good at paperwork and side eyes Lilith.
I do my job. Thank you very much, Ren.
Sure.
Yeah. If you're amenable, Argo, I'm willing to show you the ins and outs of the specific work, paperwork for the CCU as you get started here.
I would actually love that. There wasn't much of a, training. They were like, "You're hired," and then sent me in here, which seems wild for a position so important.
No, that
Yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah.
we all kind of got thrown in.
So I would love a bit of a rundown on how it works here.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I think y'all just experience your first work day with the actual party NPC for this campaign, Argo.
Fuck you for taking
Uh,
Dusty from us.
But
But he
I'm
gave him
evil.
that deep V as an apology.
Oh
True,
yeah,
you did
Yeah.
give the slutty V-neck.
I gave you a romanceable
And-
slut as a sorry gift.
That's
And
crazy.
everybody knows that a deep V makes up for killing your friend.
Yep.
Everyone that's
Yes,
That's-
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
that's a known rule of the universe.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I will ask for a perception check from everybody throughout this
Absolutely.
workday.
Yeah, buddy, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Would it be better if I guidance myself?
13.
Hey, you could.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna guidance myself.
24.
21.
Mine's just an 18.
21.
Oh, 19.
Sorry,
Oh.
everyone but Alwyn notices this. I'm so sorry. I think throughout the day, like Argo, I mean, he started with a good vibe. He continues to have good vibes. He seems like a very like chill, down to earth dude. Um, the one thing that stands out to all of you, uh, so I guess I'm gonna say this because I don't think anyone who's listening has any context of this. The Accords, the sort of like book of laws and rules. This world's version of like a constitution set in place after the rebellion from many centuries ago. Um, and you know how there's some people who have like a Bible and it's so annotated and highlighted to shit that it like is massive? Uh, Argo has that, but for the Accords. And I think you see that he like throughout the day will flip open to a section and just do some like light Accords reading. He reads it on his lunch break. And so I think like all around like chill, respectful dude, but I think throughout the day y'all are looking at him as like this guy loves the government.
He's like a sovereign citizen guy. Like he's the guy who like
Oh.
walked around with Declaration of Independence in his
Liquor.
pocket.
But he's actually a 4.
But yeah, so everyone but Alwyn notices that.
Yeah, I'm
And
at
it's
my
like,
desk giving myself the friendly stranger within mage hand.
Ren's distrustful of those machines, and now she's distrustful of him.
Yeah.
In Minnesota right now in the cities.
A queen?
A queen. Is that too big?
That's
Huh?
too big.
Damn. Okay. Just thought I'd
Oh.
ask.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Tim's trying to get me a deal on a bed that's here in Minnesota, but it's too big. So
Oh, okay.
I heard
he just
George-
barged his head in.
Yeah, I heard there's a queen in Minnesota.
That's what I heard
I mean,
too.
yes.
I was like,
What?
huh?
I mean, yes, but also a bed.
Okay, okay. Fair enough.
Oh,
Sorry to dox which state I live in the United States on Twitch.
fuck.
Oh,
If you
well.
search street by street, you'll find them.
Yeah.
Okay. About 2 weeks after downtime began, so I guess technically, Ren, you get another Monday where Soren doesn't check in. So it's like a full almost 2 week break. By the time I would say like a Thursday night, this is probably the day before. Actually, no. We'll say for progression, um, the like Monday following meeting Argo, uh, you go home after work on a Monday and walk inside your apartment, and I think you see your two dogs like standing in the corner of the kitchen, both sitting and looking concerned deeper into the apartment, and you fully know what that means and know that as you open the door, Soren is going to be in here.
She takes a deep breath after having 2 weeks of peace. Slides in and closes the door and takes a few steps in, putting her probably work bag on the counter. Kelvis.
Hello. You see that he's sitting in
My
sort of
chair.
like your armchair. Um, Apologies for the couple of weeks here. Things have been hectic.
Yeah, they certainly have. I'm guessing following the death of Dusty.
Yes, yes, that did cause quite a bit of commotion. So what have
Your
you found out?
well, your friend told me I should tell you what I saw. Didn't bother to ask me.
I have all of the official reports that your team members had, but I would like to hear what else you found.
I guess specifically about Dusty is probably the gist I'm getting.
Mhm.
It was hard to know much because I was planning on talking to him more before he was killed, of course. Um, he seemed to have been, he did speak with Dead on him, and it seems like he was under the impression that he was close to discovering something. He couldn't specify what during Speak with Dead, but he was certain that people were going to kill him for it, that he was close to figuring out, quote, why we were here. You're You were the only one who voted not to execute Valian.
True.
Would you have voted not to mist Dusty as well?
Uh, I shit you not, natural 20 insight check. He looks at you and he wants to see if you think that he had something to do with Dusty's death as you ask
Honestly,
questions about it.
honestly, that there is there were there's been quite a few times that has crossed her mind. Because as soon as she was asked to look into him, she knows that he was a point of interest for him. He dies, and then the Inquisitors sweep it under the rug. But she's also like going back and forth of like, well, he did want to know more about him, so why would he ask
I think
for that and then kill him?
he sees those two sides in you and smiles and says, I had nothing to do with the death of your friend. I would have much rather spoken, or not spoken to him, but learned more about him.
Okay, that's interesting. Um, yeah, and then I the Inquisitors made their decision that it was an accident, but I assure you it wasn't. I saw a man that left no trace. There's a ghost in this city.
You don't strike me as the person who would experience this and know this and simply sit down and do nothing afterwards. I'm assuming you investigated. What did you find?
I tried to look in his apartment afterwards. I mean, you told me to get information. If I couldn't get information from him, might as well get it from his apartment. There was an alarm at his door, and it went off. I noticed it. His apartment was strangely clean, too clean, just like the crime scene was. Like someone had scrubbed it. I sent in a familiar to watch what would happen after the alarm was triggered, and this figure in tattered clothing and a top hat showed up. And he had this red eye, a red gleam, but no other really discernible features. And left, also not leaving any trace. Does that sound familiar to you?
Did you learn anything else?
It's hard to find someone that doesn't leave any tracks. I do want to insight him when I asked him if that was familiar, and he went, I just want to see if it is familiar.
Yeah.
All right, Miami. I'm good as myself. Okay. So, am I doing my math right? Yeah, 21, 25.
I think you see he definitely has an idea.
Okay. Tells him about Mr. Top Hat. And he knows. I think she kind of tilts her head a little bit, seeing that a little bit of recognition, but I don't think she's going to push.
Mhm.
She doesn't want to push her luck here.
So there's nothing else you have to report about the death of Dusty and Valiant and anything along those lines?
No, I'm told you it's hard to know more. The body of Dusty's gone. We can't ask any more questions, and I can't track someone that doesn't have tracks.
Roll me a deception.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
give you I'll give you advantage because of
Okay.
clever wording.
Okay. Oh, Mama used to buy her shoes. Can I also guidance this?
Yeah.
Okay, dirty 20.
He looks at you and curls a smile upwards as he's like leaning his head on his hand. You're hiding something from me. Good.
Sorry.
Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch.
Bad touch, bad touch. um, she takes just the tiniest step back at the smile. Um,
One more question for you. He leans forward, puts his like arms on his legs. Did you learn anything interesting about me?
okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Um, she it's it's not really anything but just for flavor text, I think, because she feels so innately scared of him. There's a little bit of frost that starts to grow by her feet, but kind of stays pretty within like an inch of her. Um, you do a lot of good things in this city, Justice Calvin. Have a bone to pick with the marriages?
Something like that.
Hmm. Oh,
Word of advice. You're new to this life. I was born into it. You won't learn anything from me or about me that I don't want you. But I'm very interested in you. The death of Dusty set in motion many things that you don't quite see yet. And I suppose pawns in this game scratch and struggle, praying to get to the other side of the board. At this
oh,
You're
Cole, you cut
my
out.
love, you're cutting out really bad.
It's
We
frozen on the
can't hear you.
it's frozen on the evil look.
I have no need for pawns or loose cannons. I haven't met with you over the past couple of weeks because,
Oh,
well, oh,
Ooh.
sorry.
okay.
Hello?
Yes, okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Can you go
We're
back
good.
to right after the death of Dusty set in motion many things you
Ah,
don't quite see?
yeah, he said pawns in this game scratch and claw, praying to get to the other side of the board. But at this point, I have no need for pawns or loose cannons. I haven't met with you over the last couple of weeks because I've been cleaning house, so to speak. There are many informants that I don't need anymore as a liability. You were on that list. I was going to kill you. But then you started looking into me, and you're hiding things from me. And I decided I wanted to meet with you to make sure, and you are, in fact, very interesting. Congratulations, you're no longer a pawn.
What am I?
Someone I'd like to invest a little more time in. I think, and he looks around your room as though trying to like conspiratorially say this, make this a thing between the two of you. We're investigating the very same thing. Arcadia is not what it seems. I'd like to find out just as much as you what we really are doing here. Just like Dusty said, I suppose.
Almost feels like a trap to be investigating something like that with the justice.
I think he leans back in his chair. I see the money you squirrel away for her every single week. I know there's nothing you wouldn't do for her. Is working with me really not on that list?
Well, I have been working with you for the past year, so you know the
Oh,
answer to that.
you've been an informant. There's a difference. I'll tell you what, you're free to go. You can return, leave this job, go back to your family, but I think you know that there is something larger here that's putting her in danger. I think you know that there's something here you need to discover, and I'd like to help. Actually, it's not that I'd like to help you do that. I'd like you to help me do that. But I'm not going to kill your family anymore. That Inquisitor you killed was a jackass anyway.
No, that we can agree on. No more people tailing them. No more people watching Dove at school. No more bricks through their window.
I'll leave them alone.
And
Call
in,
me what you will. I'm a man of my word.
in exchange, I have to be a co-conspirator.
I'll have tasks for you, things that I want you to do. Eventually, you'll see the bigger picture.
I think you see her like really weighing these options, but I did say it offhandedly in character creation. She has been interested in the Miss during her life when she was younger, and also getting her family off the hook is too tempting. I'll do it. But you already knew I was gonna say yes.
I did. Well, I think this is the start of a very mutual relationship. I hope it's beneficial.
Me too.
I'll be in touch. And the room flickers, dims, and he disappears. Um, over the course of the next 3 days, uh, there is a news story that comes out that an invasive species has taken root in some of the trees inside of Central Arcadia. So they needed to be uprooted and burned, and it happened to just be all of the trees surrounding Soren Calvet's house. He's also instructed his security guards to essentially have free reign on any little critters or animals that come into the area. And so I think you see over your spy network will be very useful to you in the future, but Soren Calvith will not let it be used on him.
Uh, I think
That's pretty.
there is probably a genuine sense of grief. Like, yeah, her family isn't killed, but she feels very close to nature and those critters and those trees. And I think there is a genuine sense of grief there, and I think a little bit more disgust for Calvith takes root.
Fair enough. Okay. Uh, wait. Alenia.
No.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, after the most like evil villain bullshit, I would be nervous too, T.
uh, about actually no, about a month into downtime here, uh, Mirren is going to sending stone you. Can't is still not gonna set up a meeting of any kind, but I think you just like one night get a sending stone for Mirren and she says, Alenia darling, are you okay?
Okay enough, I guess. Uh, I don't like this Inquisitor.
Neither do I. What happened? Why was there an Inquisitor involved?
Teammate in the news that died. It was unusual circumstances. It's not an accident like they say, and the Inquisitor had a nice tidy little bow to wrap it all up into. He asked too many questions, though. Everyone got too many questions into their background, where they came from.
What questions did you get?
If I use my changeling aliases for anything other than above the board work. And he caught me off guard. I know it wasn't my best work. I've been trying to cover using a couple of aliases that we can burn for now. Uh, Using them as basically fuck buddies just to make it look like I was too embarrassed to say why I was using them. Hopefully it sticks.
That should cover for you. Okay. I don't like an Inquisitor being involved. It might be time to start thinking of an exit strategy for you.
Well, it wouldn't be that hard to fake my death these days. Fucking enough of it coming around.
I suppose, sorry, do you think that you should return to us, or do you think there is still merit in you being there? I'll trust your judgment on that. I'm just uneasy with an Inquisitor involved.
No, I think there's something going on and something big. And I think our best bet is still having a heads up that something's coming. Don't know what yet, but at this point, I think it'd be dumb to waste this opportunity.
What do you mean there's something going on?
The way they covered that up, there's something. My my coworkers are trying to look into it on the side without raising awareness. A little dumb, but I mean, if they find out something that sends the government topsy turvy, we've got quite an opening.
Make me a persuasion check.
Mm. 12. That rolled so well 2 minutes ago.
I trust your judgment, Alinea, but if you are approached by an Inquisitor, or if anything that you're looking into involves an Inquisitor in any way, shape, or form, don't get involved. It's not worth it.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Inquisitors are bad for business, I guess you could say.
I know.
Alright, well, keep me updated, and I suppose for now we should probably communicate through Sending Stone only.
Yep, I'll pick one up so I can contact you first if needed.
Alright. Don't expect any new assignments from me. I don't want you doing anything out of the ordinary.
And you won't need any of those aliases? Nothing that was set up prior?
At this point, I think it'd be good for you to go to ground. I have Lash, and he will be able to fill in for you just fine.
Well, right. Keep low. I will let you know if anything happens and if I need to make an out.
Very well. All right. And then the last thing that I had before I would open the floor, uh, Waylon, eventually you get a sending stone from your aunt. This is about a month into downtime, and I think your aunt sending stones you. Right, there's an abandoned warehouse in the manufacturing district. We're having a meeting tonight. If you'd like to come, if not, I understand.
I think I can make it there.
All right, at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll insert address here.
Oh god, the fact we're meeting in an abandoned warehouse is just so suspicious. Okay. That's me talking, not Waylon.
Uh, and you head to this meeting. Uh, you see as you approach. I think you're led into this warehouse. You see because you said the marriages were around like 100 people, right?
A couple hundred.
Couple hundred. I think you see like 3/4 of the family is here. Like Khan was not. This is a big meeting.
I
Khan
mean,
was not
obviously, they're
in it.
probably not all in the manufacturing districts. That's just where a lot of them are, because that's where the largest population is.
I
But
guess I
yeah.
guess most of the family in the manufacturing district is there, and I think you get the gist that there's a lot of people queuing in the ascending stone from other districts, like getting kind of the lowdown of what's happening. But most of the marriage family is taking place in what's happening here. Um, as you enter, a lot of your cousins like approach you, say hello. Eventually, coming through the crowd is your uncle. Waylon,
Uncle?
I didn't expect to hear.
I mean, it's been fairly recent that I learned about these meetings, in a sense, so. But I figured I should probably show up to one of them. Some of them, all of them. That I can manage at least.
Good man. It gives you like a clap on the shoulder, and then heads off. um, yeah, I mean, I think like to avoid me talking to myself a bunch, like your uncle is very much in.
Ooh, DM, talk to yourself.
No, your uncle is
I
very
will
much like
not
in
shame you.
charge. Your uncle is very much in like charge of these proceedings. But I think you see that this is essentially uh, at the end of this meeting, there's a vote that's going to happen of like, do we plan towards action or do we hold off until we have more information? And this is essentially just like an open uh, meeting orchestrated by your uncle or run by your uncle where people are able to voice their opinions over what the family should do. And I think there's a lot of support on like one side and the other. And so I guess my question for you, does Waylon uh, uh, pipe in or does Waylon take a turn to speak here?
I. Is it like everyone's listening to one speaker at a time, or is it more of just people are kind of walking around in groups?
I think it's more like everyone's listening to one person at a time. Like this is very much like an all night, everyone is heard. I think everyone gets like 5 minutes max that they can just like speak uninterrupted before
Oh,
we
like
can
have their
have like
soapbox. Okay.
yeah, before like people can ask questions, like say what they think, etc.
I think Waylon wouldn't necessarily go to speak on that soapbox himself unless someone asked him to. I will think he will wait for one of his cousins or one of his family members who is against action and is more towards waiting till something happens to sort of plan anything, period. Wait for them to like bring up points that he himself has made when talking to Adelinda, when talking to Khan, the fact that like, hey, if we want to be purely practical, we're a couple hundred people against like hundreds of thousands. This is not smart. There's no way we would go out on top if we did anything extreme. We need to wait and see it for something to happen to see what we can do. or like also to the effect of like someone maybe getting up there and being like, "Hey, we are people who uphold the law." And we in this meeting we are talking about subverting that completely. And that's something that we as a family take pride in doing what we do. And this would be throwing that all the way. I think in terms of that, when someone would get done with their soapbox, I assume some people would be like, here, here, like voicing their support. William would make sure he was dead front and center to those speakers and voicing, being very visible in the support that they are doing. And if Khan came up to him and said, hey, will you get up there and say something? He would. But because this is his first meeting, he doesn't just want to come in here as someone who hasn't shown up to these previously and start making waves.
I
Because
think
Waylon's, just to let me monologue a little bit, Waylon is a little bit more distant from his family than a typical marriage member because he didn't really receive training from another member of the family. He went and he found Abner to learn how to become like a justiciar, just to do something different for reasons that you guys will probably learn later. But so he's been a little bit more distant, and in being distant, he stood out enough that he got, presumably that's the reason why he got a position in the CCU, which there are no other marriages in the CCU because it's so small. That's a prestigious position, but he's different from the majority of them, and it makes him both like a lauded figure, but also is kind of like a stigma thing. So he doesn't want to make waves unless people think that it would be genuinely helpful towards the ends that he wants to see happen.
I think honestly, probably like surprisingly, your aunt is the one who's going to like sidle on up to you. Uh, I think she like as people are talking, I think she leans in or over to you and goes, "Are you not going to share what you learned?"
I don't have hard concrete evidence yet. This is a lot of angry people, and they're right to be angry. I would rather have some sort of plan of action ready before I tell them that why we face what we do is because of someone. I will tell them eventually, no matter what happens, but I've already made actions to see if I can't land that hard evidence, Auntie. There's things in the works, I just don't have it yet. You know, these things take time.
I suppose. All right. Well, let me know if there's anything I can do.
Thank you.
Um, I think in that case, no one's going to ask Waylon to step up and speak. Uh, Obviously, your uncle is the main voice pushing for action, and his son Khan is the main person pushing for inaction and learning more.
Oh,
So
Khan's the counterpoint. Oh, poor
it
boy.
is very much like father versus son in this room.
Oh, poor
This is the vibe
boy.
here.
Did you say he was
So
16?
He is.
Right.
in orc years, right?
Oh, and
The equivalent. Half
oh,
orc.
Yeah,
so
half
he's
orc. Okay.
technically 18, but that's still so young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, I didn't think me and Waylon did not realize that
Mm.
Khan was the main opposition against the action crew. I think upon seeing his cousin is the face of that side of things in the sense because I mean, had family, the son is the one. I see how it could have happened. I think Waylon is like being like, shit, I didn't realize Khan was just dealing with this on his own.
Yeah, I
Man,
think
that house is awkward.
uh
Yeah.
Khan Khan like I mean, your uncle's the head of the family. Khan's the only one of the descent that feels comfortable like telling his dad off. And so I think it's less of like a he wants it, but more or wants this position, but more like uh people look uncomfortable disagreeing with your uncle.
Yeah, which
Um
makes sense.
So I'm gonna roll oppose persuasions from your uncle and Khan to see how this goes.
Can I give the help action to Khan?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Uh, at the end of the meeting, uh, the like voting is done and tallied of because I think it's like the reason this is a continual vote over and over again is because the family's still deciding like what action are we going to take. And so every single month it's like okay, are we going to push more towards this thing or this thing now? And at the end of this, Khan wins by 3 votes.
Holy shit.
So I
Ooh.
think it is. So I think you Khan was underplaying like how bad things are. I think
Yeah,
you can tell.
damn.
If I mean, if you weren't here, it would have only been a win by 2 votes. That's like how absolutely close it is. So things are not good right now.
I really gotta put my money up. Damn, I gotta start planning.
Get to scheming, baby.
Oh
But
yeah.
Khan looks so tired at the end of the night.
I think Waylon will hang back just to like check on him after this.
Mhm. Yeah, I think fully as the family is like dispersing group by group, not making it too obvious. He is fully just like sitting on a crate, like looking down at the ground uh, as you approach him.
I didn't realize I wish I came sooner, but Con, I didn't realize it was really you leading the efforts here.
Well, I don't know. People like to give me their ideas, and I just kind of regurgitate them to the crowd. And I think people are afraid of my dad.
They are. Yeah, they are. I'll see what I can't get done on my end of things. Before coming tonight, I was under the impression that letting the family know about you know who would be a bit too incendiary, but maybe it'll actually help to sway people more towards our side of things.
I I'll level with you, cause I think realistically we've got 2 months
Yeah.
before my dad wins, and then it's not going to be a question of if we're going against the justices or not. It's going to be a question of how, and that's what we're going to start voting on.
Yeah. I'll do what I can. And I'll start speaking up at these meetings too. I didn't want to do too much with this being my first meeting, but maybe I should have, regardless. I'll do what I can to lend some strength to your voice here.
I'd really appreciate that.
Get my ass in gear. Shit.
All right. So I guess we definitely have time for another thing or two tonight. Opening it up specifically, I'll say to Lilith and Alwyn first, as the two of y'all got like the least kind of action in this downtime stuff today. Anything that the two of y'all are up to?
Um, Well, did we decide on a symbol for Edite, or are we using liras? Because I know that we had based her on lira,
Uh,
or
yeah, I feel like her using Lyra's symbol, because I don't think Edite would be sort of like high up enough to have her own symbol. So I do think kind of like how all Apple products have the apple on it. She could just have like Lyra's symbol.
okay, that's all I have. That I had.
I did have something for Lilith,
I
but
was
if
Yeah,
gonna say I have a thing for Lilith if Emma wants.
Ah.
yeah, we
I
can do
had
both.
texted Emma about it today, and I think you also, Cole.
Oh yeah. Would
But
this be like a
but
3-person brainstorm meeting, or do you think this would be like 2 separate things?
I'm definitely thinking of something different than
it's
brainstorming.
I'm yeah no
Okay.
mine was
Mine is
we-
productive.
it was very silly.
Let's do Ren's first with Lilith
Um,
because I know what this is and I'm excited.
yeah. One night, Ren was out and about with her spy network and was with a little trickster she found.
Is it gonna be a pigeon, Amanda?
Hold on. She walks up to Lilith's door, and in my wildest dreams, this is also during an orgy.
It absolutely. I think there is kind of like a constant orgy
Right.
happening. The eternal orgy.
Regardless
if
of
you will.
whether Lilith is there, actually.
Yeah.
And she will like kind of quickly with one hand like knock on the door and go, Lilith, I have a follower for you. May I come in?
You hear a groan and then a yeah.
Okay. And Ren pushes open the door. In her hands is a raccoon.
A little guy.
Her little
Um,
trickster. This is Rocky. Oh my God. How many people are in here?
I'm gonna say Lilith is definitely naked in bed with someone, and then there are kind of like people just scattered about. Oh, sorry. I guess you haven't been here, huh? It's been like Waylon and
Um, Ren almost drops the raccoon. Almost sets a raccoon free in the orgy. Actually, can I roll dexterity saving throw?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So funny.
Okay.
You set the raccoon loose in
Would,
the orgy.
would you say your surprise is more of a DC 10 or a DC 15?
Cut the difference and say DC 13.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DC
Yeah.
13.
11.
Rocky falls onto the ground, kind of like looks up at you, scratches your ankle, and then skitters
He
into
would not scratch me. Well, he is a little trickster though. It's
You
actually really cute.
dropped him.
That's true. That's true. But then I think
um
fully skitters out into the orgy.
is this raccoon celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead?
No.
It's just a regular
No,
raccoon.
Rocky. Sorry, that's supposed to be your new follower.
Ren, Ren, that's a fucking raccoon.
Okay, and I was just talking to him, and he said he was interested.
Can he talk to me?
Why wouldn't? What should? You should learn how, probably.
You want me to learn how to speak raccoon?
It's not that hard. And I turn to Rocky with Speak with Animals, go, Rocky, I'm so sorry. I got really, there's a lot of naked people in here. Come on. Come on.
Roll me animal handling.
Okay. That is going to be a 19.
Yeah, I think you see it like he was sitting, kind of looking between you and Lilith as y'all are like we're talking, and then as you say like come back, I think you just hear like okay, and
Listen.
skitters back up.
Listen, I will try, and I think this is like chittering between this Ren and this raccoon. I will try to convince him to let you join the religion.
I want to see the magic
Lilith,
lady.
Lilith
He wants
literally
to
is
see the magic lady, Lilith.
Lilith genuinely is staring at you like,
I think
oh,
Edite in your head is like, is she fucking for real?
And she's fucking for real.
He is
um,
so fucking for real.
they answer in their head, yes, I believe she is, and beggars can't be choosers. Okay, so Ren, what's the plan? How do I um turn a raccoon religious? What
Um,
what do I
well, I was telling him the talking points of Edite. So you just tell me, I'll tell him, and then I don't know, Edite can maybe speak to him in his little mind.
right? Can I like set up a group Skype call with like Edite and Ren and Lilith?
Or
No.
I don't know if I can open myself up to Edite to speak in my mind or not. I don't know how that
I think
works.
I think we established that Edite could like speak or make her physical presence like known. So I think we had done that once before, right?
No, that was Lilith bullshitting at a restaurant to try to get out of it.
Oh, okay.
But you could
Uh,
rule it, I guess.
I mean, she has a follower. She's able to have a physical presence in the world. So I think she can like very translucent spectral like version of her appears next to you, Lilith. Kind of looking, Ren, this will be the first time you've seen her looking at Rocky. What am I supposed to do with it?
He wants
I think
magic.
you're
This
supposed to. This is a follower. That's not me.
would you would you like magic, little guy? You see Rocky.
Nods. Oh god.
Um, I think you see she reaches out a hand and touches Rocky's forehead. Uh,
Wait. I don't think I want a raccoon with magic in the middle of my orgy. Can you like go on the balcony or the roof?
no, touches the forehead of the of the raccoon. Uh, and I think you see that the two of them have a private conversation. Um, I would like an insight check from Lilith.
And I have advantage.
No,
But
actually, I'll
I've
say
been
uh, Lilith, not Lilith. Ren, you can insight check as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
okay. That
really
wasn't
good.
bad.
27?
Oh god.
Mine's like a 23.
Fuck.
Both of you look as Rocky's eyes like his pupils dilate to like 3 times the size. As Edite and Rocky have a conversation in Rocky's head. Um, and I think both of y'all are kind of looking into Rocky's eyes, and you're just seeing like a blank darkness there. And I think you kind of it's like you can hear the sounds of Vietnam happening behind his eyes of like guns and bombs and like fire
He's
and
being
screaming.
shown the truth.
Uh, and
He's being shown the horrors.
I think you see Rocky smiles and Edite pulls the finger back. Oh, I want him.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
man.
Rocky the raccoon, do you swear to dedicate your life to me in my service? And I think in raccoon is like, yeah, that sounds good. Uh, and very well, I grant you my powers, Rocky. See, Rocky like floats in the air for a little bit, like, uh,
I imagine
Like
like
yeah.
my
the
arms under him just in case.
Mhm.
It would be so funny if this just killed him.
Uh,
Little head
as
explodes.
as Rocky the raccoon becomes a warlock of Edite.
Which
Um,
means Eli owes us info.
Not
Lilith
yet.
looks at Edite and is like, okay, so does this mean you're gonna be like out of my head 24/7? You have another follower now. You can like haunt him.
But wouldn't you miss me?
I don't think I would.
oh.
Well, I have to
Anyway,
have a central operating base, and that's you and your little head.
right? So can I get some of that information now?
Oh, I didn't say one. I said until I was satisfied. And Rocky is nice, but I'd like someone a little higher of stature, maybe. No offense, Rocky. And I think Rocky shoots off a like eldritch blast that hits the wall. I would
So you don't want any halflings?
take a halfling.
Okay.
Just me, maybe not like
Okay.
I think of one forest creature as like nice as like a little court jester, but maybe like you know talking to everyone,
Oh,
people.
okay, well,
Someone who knows
Okay.
common.
this is the best
Someone
I
Friend,
got, so I'm leaving this orgy. There's too many naked people.
please take Rocky with you.
Scoop up
uh,
Rocky and give him a
uh,
little pet.
he like nestles into you as he says, "I'm gonna do horrible things."
Oh, you're so sweet. Leave.
Please let us take him to one fight. I really need a little raccoon in the corner, just eldritch blasting, please.
Ren gets him a little warlock cloak.
I think I think he'd die.
And
He
I'm
probably
willing
has
to
like
make
He'd
that sacrifice.
die.
He's going to become the most powerful worshiper of Edite.
I think
For
he
the
probably
meme,
has like 2 hit points.
I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Ren's not.
And then what does Alenia have in mind?
Alenia has nothing in mind. Should we introduce Lenora?
Yeah, probably.
Cool. I'll pull up the pit crew for the people who are already hounding me in the chat. I can feel them.
You can feel I'm beaming it at you right now.
Yep.
Lenora. Oh my.
Aw, she's so cute.
Oh, perfect.
A
Let
new
me tell you
Elenia?
that T sent me like 3 pit crews and was like, "You get to choose." And I was like,
No, I should
"That's fine."
specify. I went pick a whore.
Yeah,
Pick
she
a
did say
whore.
pick a whore.
Uh,
Beautiful.
could I propose if the two of you are okay with it? We did say that this was an active orgy. Would it be fair to say that you were in the room as all of this was happening?
Absolutely.
So I should specify to the rest of the crew. Lenora, no one knows that is also Elenia. Lenora is an
Not even
alias that no one knows about.
not even
Uh,
Lilith. Lilith has
Not
no
even-
idea.
yeah, so Lilith, you watch as Ren takes the new follower of Edite out of the room, and you turn around to. Sorry, I can't remember.
Lenora.
Of Avena. Sorry,
Vina.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Avena. You see Lenora and Avena both laying in bed, watching this whole scene.
Uh, Lilith lays back down and is like, "I'm so sorry."
That like a normal work thing or
No,
It's fucking
no.
crazy.
I know I'm not here often, but that's a first.
Oh, darling, you'll have to get used to it.
There's quite often a lot of bullshit
His
I
work,
happening.
know.
his
I
work
miss
friends
out on
love.
these too.
Mm, his work friends love to bust through the door.
Ugh,
They
I
really
really
do.
I miss out on these too much. Ugh, I work too hard.
You do. You should come more often.
And
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I really should. You guys treat me so well. Speaking of, I am pretty sure that you forgot a little something something this last round.
I'm just. Why is my mind like I forgot a toy inside of her? left it
I
open.
was taking it as like a you forgot
Right.
to do something you said you were gonna do at
Oh,
the start.
for sure. Um, yeah, well, now that that's over, let's.
Ah, please.
And the
And cut
orgy
away.
recommences.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, how does it look as Eleni as you leave? Like the next day,
I
that night?
yeah, I would say the next day. I would stay the night. Lenora leaves the room as quietly as she can because people are still sleeping. A couple of them are up and like reading books on the couch, but I just like wave quietly and escort myself out like I've done before. I would probably get like a good 6 or 8 blocks away and sneak into like a bathroom of a cafe before changing back into Alenia and making my way back to work properly. um, but yeah, I would say so far I've been like seen around. I would say the group, especially the people who interrupt the orgies often, the group has seen me before, just not super often as Lenora.
I'd say that was the only time Ren has ever interrupted an orgy, and she asked permission.
Uh, um, anything? Again, I want to give the floor to Gus. Anything for Alwyn?
Yeah, I guess if there would be some kind of continuation of the conversation that um Dr. Harlem and I were having. Harlow. Um like if that would take place, or if those would just be like small conversations. If those would just be like small things, kind of like laying the groundwork of a relationship, then we
I'll
don't have
say
to necessarily do that. I would have a different thing, but
I'll say he will never approach you.
okay.
So I think it would be like if Alwyn wanted to try to do that, that would be like something Alwyn would have to go out of his way to.
Okay. I think he wouldn't push too much on things right now, but he would be like visiting him more often.
Okay.
Um I think trying to like, at least on a surface level, if people are watching, like going in for like mentor style advice right now.
Okay.
And maybe soon we'll kind of approach about that thing.
Nice.
But if possible, you have the other thing that I mentioned of going and stalking a woman.
Uh, yeah. How about you set the scene for that? What does that look like?
Uh yeah, I guess um maybe sitting at different places that he knows that they all might be kind of like sneaking over there, maybe using the invisibility spell here and there, and like getting in the shadows, but trying to see if he can spot Vess or anybody else.
Yeah, make me I'd say investigation or perception with advantage.
Ooh, advantage. I love advantage.
Yummy.
Um 16.
Yeah, I think you are kind of like prowling around the well, actually give me a stealth as well.
Yeah. If I'm using the invisibility spell, would I be able to squeeze some advantage out of that?
Oh wait, actually if you're using the invisibility spell, then so I forgot that you said you were doing that. No need
Oh,
to
okay,
roll
yeah.
a stealth.
Cool.
Uh, yeah, you are prowling like the old or all the like training grounds that you know of. I think you know that Vest like takes a lot of the sort of like younger initiates out to do more like, you know, uh, immersive training experiences, aka there's like parkour courses or stealthing courses, like parts of the city that they're always doing like nighttime stealthing and practicing around and things like that. Playing spy games, rogues, capture the flag, things along those lines. Um, and I think one night you spend a lot of time going from location to location, and eventually you do see, as you are prowling some rooftops, you see off in the distance a taller person, which I don't know if you have a pit crew that you would want to share, but um, a woman that you recognize is standing in front of a bunch of like smaller children, sort of talking to them. You don't quite hear what she's saying, but you watch as a lot of them are like nodding. Like their heads, and then eventually turning and darting off, like climbing down the rooftop. One of them like turns into a bat and starts flying away as they're doing some sort of game or exercise right now, and you see she crosses her arms and kind of like looks at all of them and smiles and nods her head as they all run off. Um, but you see her standing on the roof, looking. I suppose. Give me an insight.
Yeah. Oh, that's cocked. 18.
I think you see she's looking happy in the moment, looking at all of these like young initiates running. But I think you feel a sadness with her, as though there's something that's not okay.
Yeah. Are there more initiates, like new ones now?
In the past, because how many years have you been working for the CCU again?
2.
2. In the past 2 years, I do think you see like 2 or 3 new initiates, but most of them you recognize.
Okay. Yeah, I think he'll keep watching for a while, and if he can, he'd probably wait to see end of the night where they just head back to
Mhm.
right now.
Uh, yeah, I think you uh, watch as this is a very intense game of hide and seek, where the initiates do their best to hide from Vess, and then she goes and hunts them down. Uh, and after like a couple of hours, she finds the last initiate, and eventually they like head off back towards the agricultural district. Do you follow them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say I think since you are following, give me a stealth with advantage, and I'm gonna roll disadvantage perception.
19.
Okay. Um. Yeah, you are able to follow without drawing any attention to yourself. You watch as the initiates seamlessly like scale the wall of Central Arcadia going to the agricultural district. And you watch as all of them make their way back to the Church of Timora.
He's going to nod, and then he's going to head back.
Okay. We are going to end our session tonight with a little bit of a scene. So I just have to put a little hee 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 there. Hey, it's just the church that most people worship at.
Yeah, all
It's kind of
right.
like the club.
Yeah,
Only we
kind of
all
like a
talk to
club.
each other.
We find ourselves 2 months later. 2 months of downtime pass. And we find ourselves in the dark, dense northern forest of the lumber district. The forest seems to consume the torchlight that guides the way for a small group of druids slowly traveling through the brush. A young tiefling woman holds the 8-person group's torch, and as she looks around, she can see the slight glimmer of other groups' torchlights through the brush. As many groups in this druidic circle look for their lost member. There's shouts of "Anita! Anita! Anita!" can be heard in the distance from all around. People in this group are yelling as well. And this woman is walking with the torch. A young gnomish man is walking next to her and looks up at her. Anita went missing a week ago. All right, it's too dangerous for us to keep coming out here, especially at night. I mean, you know the rumors, you know what's happening. The tiefling looks down at the gnome in surprise. Well, we wouldn't be much of a circle if we gave up on each other so easily, Devon. Uh, Look, Liana, all I'm saying is that there's no point in being out here if Devon is cut off by the distant sounds of screaming. 8 heads snap to the left just in time to see one of the torchlight glows through the brush go out. Devin immediately sprints into the brush. Liana and the rest of the group delayed by seconds of shock, but following after. Breaking through the brush, Liana comes upon a scene of a dead torch on the ground put out by blood. And as she looks around in this small little clearing, small pools of blood fill this space, but no dead where that blood could have come from. Um, she looks at Devin standing in front of her, barely illuminated. And as she takes a step forward towards him, the torchlight hits a little bit, and she sees that he is twitching, blood dripping from his mouth. She reaches out a hand. Devin? Devin's head snaps towards Liana, his throat slit, and his eyes white, dead, and gone, barely illuminated by her torch. And then the screams begin, and half a dozen torchlights from other search groups go out one by one. The darkness closes in around her. Liana can only yell "run" before what used to be Devon lunges towards her and the others. Liana drops her torch in surprise, which lands in a pool of blood and goes out, plunging the druids into darkness. Part 2. Find Me. And that is where we are going to end for tonight.
That's really chill.
Do any of them
Yeah.
bring up that they have dark vision?
What was that?
I said, do any of them bring up that they have dark vision?
No. No, they all go, "Oh no," and then die in the woods.
Oh,
And,
okay.
like,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, and it's gonna be your fault.
Yay.
I hope we don't have to hunt things at night in the woods.
God, that really
I
sucks for
don't
y'all.
like that Ren's woods are being fucked with, man.
Yeah, but Ren said she was leaving the orgy.
What?
So Tim's wondering why there's an orgy. So T's character is a changeling that has a lot of identities.
Yeah.
One of those identities that no one else knew that was actually T's character was in that specific orgy.
Well,
Right?
I
And
heard.
Lilith has a bunch of orgies because Lilith is a whore.
Right.
Yeah.
And Ren was there to try and get a new follower for Lilith's
Because me and
God.
Tamant were messaging about that. We're like,
Yeah.
why is Ren at an orgy? Why is Amanda at an orgy?
Because
Oh.
Ren came and
Because-
was like, there's people naked here.
I see.
Because Ren needed to give me a follower for my goddess, and
For
my
your
character
pyramid
is
scheme.
Yes.
and my character is they have like an eternal orgy going on in their apartment.
Yeah, trust this would not have been of Ren's own volition.
See,
Mm.
Ren and Waylon are gonna form a support group because they both have to barge in and see that shit.
She only did
However-
it
This is
once.
how
She's
those
never
two
doing it
people-
again. But she was given permission, so she wasn't sure.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm given permission." Surely people are not unsightly.
No.
Lulu
Amanda,
just
I'm
doesn't care.
telling you would have heard moaning.
It's the TV.
Yeah,
Also-
she's like, "Well,
Oh.
is he waking up from a nap? I don't know."
R.I.P.
Everyone
to
is so
anybody who lives
nondescriptive.
on. R.I.P. to the people who live on either side of Lilith.
I hope it's Waylon.
It probably is.
It's Waylon.
I think Waylon has invested in some really nice noise canceling headphones.
And
Yeah.
soundproofing decorations on the walls.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I kind of envision Ren being kind of a little bit across the hall and next to Alwyn. I don't know why. That's
Great,
my-
we're gonna have to draw a
I
map of the hall.
I kind of actually imagined Ren next to Alwyn also.
Yeah, I don't know
Selena is
why. I'm
just
like, I think
enjoying the orgy.
it must be canon. It's canon now.
Yeah, you guys synced up on your brainwaves and now it's canon.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
we have
yeah, I
important
can't wait to
things.
go to the wood. Oh, what is happening? Oh, okay.
Oh, I just posted the opening scene. If anyone,
I'm keeping that
I'm
somewhere.
gonna give
That's
that a fire, but also a frowny face.
yeah.
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me. I figured at some point there would be a calamity in the lumber district.
Yeah.
Let's just send some marriages there.
Yeah.
You know
You
what? That's what
Straight up.
Soren
Yeah.
would agree to it.
He
Maybe
would.
it's not a calamity and it was just like bad luck.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Natalia's just being a little cheeky.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. She gets a little crazy when it's summer.
Oh my god, what if it's Rocky?
Yeah, that's just rabies, guys. We're fine. They'll be
And
okay.
we have to
Rocky-
put him down.
Rocky did say that he was gonna commit horrible things.
True.
Yeah, little raccoon crimes. I don't know.
I don't know.
Trying to-
Also, thank you, stream.
Hi,
Thank you,
Stream.
stream.